Star Division 2 playoff race between CartoonBuffoon and Tabascoth. I am Scotch and Tie Guy. I'm excited to be with you. I've got me with me in the booth, Padronis. Padronis, how you feeling?
Yo, I am feeling quite ready to get back into some commentary. It's been about a month. I last commentated at pace, and can't wait to see some more Mario. And I've been following the playoffs a little bit, but we got Cartoon and Tabas. Should be a good one. And can't
So
wait.
intermittently between a lot of Super Mario Sunshine and a lot of Super Mario Brothers 3, we've got a little bit of Super Mario 64 still going on in the background. Semi-final race here, so it's going to be best of 3. The way it's going to work is we're going to have, it's a best of 3 match. So whoever takes whoever gets 2 wins first will take the match and move on. So get ready for some really good racing. Taba been racing pretty well lately. Pretty good races. A little bit of controversy as well. CartoonBuffoon as well doing really nice. We're looking to see some really good racing here.
Yeah, this is just kind of an endurance test more than anything. But in Division 1, we use this format for the round of 8 playoffs. But I'm kind of surprised we're going all the way in for the Division 2. But it's going to be a huge test for both of these runners, who I'm sure have never done anything quite like this. And I'm pretty sure this is the only place where you would be in this situation. So it'll be cool to see how they adapt to something new. And overall, I think this one could swing either way. I would give the edge to Tabascoth, though, not just for the higher PB, but just more game experience, has been playing longer. But neither of them are really known as very consistent players. And I think if you took, maybe a set of, 100 games, Tab would probably maybe win like 70%, 2/3, but Cartoon, plenty of room to get a W, so I think he's not really much of an underdog.
Yeah, looking at PBs here, Tava with a 49.58. Cartoon.
I wonder if he got 49.51 though, because that's what's on his timer, and he didn't mention anything about it.
Yeah, so on the list at least we've got a 49.58 for Taba and a 50.13 for Cartoon just behind him.
Yep.
So we'll see. Again, pretty close racers as far as PBs go, but we're gonna get started right here. Race number 1 coming at you live here on GSA.
Life comes at you fast.
Oh yeah.
But give it about 50 seconds for the intro, then we'll get into the real action. I do want to mention. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Right away, sorry, a little bit of a difference here between Taba and Cartoon. Taba's playing on that Japanese cart, Cartoon playing on the English cart. Now, it is to note that in 70 Star, the English cart is approximately 70. On 70 Star, the English cart is approximately 1 second faster overall over the Japanese cart. So, yeah,
hard to time exactly, but it's about 3.
Yep.
That's
so, yeah, a little bit faster on the English cart. So we'll see Cartoon. Even though he's going to start out behind here, he will make up time.
All right, so got a bit of difference in the game feed as well. Cartoon looking a little bit darker. Taba maybe a bit more saturated, got the AUM colors. Nice Lactus escape here. Cartoon playing a little bit safer, going for kind of a tried and true straight line up on the bridge there, but they're both going to get it, and that's going to be a good start for both of them. Coming into BOB here, we might even see Cartoon go over Island Pop, but in a set of 3 races such as this, I don't think it's really necessary to save 5 seconds, but he is really good at it. Yeah, Jogi says Taba was the one who timed the 3 seconds for 70 Star. But Taba's not even heeding his own advice and playing on Japanese, so... What did he do? A missed jump on the bomb clip, but he's still able to grab a big bomb and making it in. That can be a bit scary. Cartoon getting that big bomb as well. Nice bomb clip. No island hop, but keeping it clean.
Well, you see that, going with the standard strategy, going with that bomb clip. Nothing too out of the ordinary right here. And right away, we've got Peach's Slide. Get your guesses in chat. I'm going to guess Taba with a 12.8. Let's go. I'm going to go with 12.8 on both sides.
I'm going to say 12.7 Cartoon. and, 12-7 both. I have faith in this slide.
12-6 from Taba, and 12-9 from Cartoon.
Okay. Pretty sick from your boy Tabascoth. Heading into Womps. So nice to see them both doing Womps 9. A bit of route think. We'll probably see them diverge around Cuckoo Mountain. We'll have to wait and see there, but right now the lead will be a little bit misleading because of Japanese version, but I think about by the end of Womp it's pretty much even, so then we'll have a really clear picture of where they are. Taba, not really ahead by much. But going for Canless first. We'll see if Cartoon wants to go for Canless or Owless first. Looks like Owless. Tabascoth, texture setup. A little bit risky. Got it. And Owless for Cartoon.
Wow, really nice Owless there from Cartoon. Not optimal movement up to that island, but really nice getting that star without having any issues. Couple of movement. Oh,
nice
weird movement there from Taba.
Yeah, good awareness though. He jumped out of the tree too early, but if you land on that slope, you can actually just do a quick jump and dive. And Cartoon going for the Trident Tree Sock Folder setup, but not
and he misses.
So a bad ledge grab apparently, and that's going to cost him about 10 seconds here against Tabascoth, and a bonk going up for a shoot into the Wild Blue. You hate to lose time on the backup star as well, but that's how it goes sometimes. Womps is a pretty difficult stage, and Taba going for the extremely professional 100% certified, but missing the red coin.
Yeah, this is... I wonder how he's going to back this up. Missing that red coin there on 100. It's really your only... Oh, he's going to take a dive there.
Because he's going to get the same cycle anyway, because he has to get the red coin. He can do a triple jump here through the red coin, missing the triple jump, but he can go do a wall kick here and make like a full cycle later. That's about 15 seconds, and if Cartoon wasn't screwing up on his Canless, then Taba would be behind, but Cartoon did not get his Canless second try either.
Yeah, so Cartoon grabbing that Canless there. Taba doing a kind of edited version of 100 coins in red there.
Yeah, taking it pretty slow on the islands, but getting all the coins. Down there, getting the star.
Cartoon working on his 100 here. Gonna get this half cycle here. A little bit more optimal than Taba. So maybe saving a little bit of time here. Really nice movement there.
Yeah, not the greatest Womps from either, but it can always be worse, and you definitely don't want to be behind like a minute out of Womps. So I think both of them will be like moderately okay with it.
Yeah, this is I'm pretty sure this is the only level. This is the only course in 70 star that you get all the coins, or excuse me, all the stars.
This and TikTok clock.
Yeah, that and TikTok clock. You're right. So it's really important to just get this done as quickly as you possibly can, especially with how optimally, people have got these stars as far as time goes down to.
Yeah, Womps gets super optimized, and it is a bit of a trap for PB attempts to not try to get a perfect Womps all the time. But in a race, if you're used to kind of having zero tolerance for mistakes here, you're gonna have to suck it up a little bit. But I think at this point, having played the whole season, they're able to come back from it. And Taba, a parting blow from Womps on his way out, little bonk on the Fortress Star, but still sub 7, and that's not too bad. Cartoon's gonna be about 20 seconds behind.
go Taba going for this slide once again. Hopefully able to replicate that 12-6.
I'm gonna say he will. Well,
he went a little wide there against that wall.
Like a 12-7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing too bad.
Missing the box.
Yeah, missing that box is definitely not optimal there.
That means he was still holding a direction when he landed, because you actually have a lot of speed when sliding backwards on the bottom of the slide. You need to land neutral so you can ground pound the star. CartoonBuffoon? Let's see what he's got.
Well, it's so easy to just completely go over the slide altogether, so, you know, because of that speed. The Taba taking care of red coins. Some really nice flying.
Cartoon forgot to lag reduce. He did it a little bit late there. And Taba, amazing grab of the star here. He actually hit the switch, but was able to kind of defy gravity.
He really saved that. That was really, honestly, what that was a save. He could have easily had to go through that whole cutscene of pressing down the button and having whoever in the sky talk to you about you pressing the button, but he got out of it just narrowly.
It all reminds me of something like a Monty Python and the Holy Grail, like, someone's pressed the button, you know, some booming voice out of nowhere. I don't know. We'll see. Shake cycle time.
Doing really nice here. Oh, taking a little bit of dust. Oh, narrowly avoiding that first amp.
Yeah, as long as you don't get amped, Shig is pretty free. You're actually gonna have to still take a bit of a loop around, but getting the cycle here. Cartoon, we'll see if he can match that one. Just don't want to die, most of all, because it is a very costly death.
Well, and most of these guys, you know, even if you miss one cycle, most of these guys have figured out the timing to where, okay, if I'm on this cycle and I miss this, I can get this cycle and that sort of thing. So yeah, movement isn't too bad for them. As we see here, CartoonBuffoon taken care of.
Did he half spin?
I think so.
Like a super quick, yeah, spin for the bomb. All right, 10:07 Dark World for Taba. And the only mistake he's really made was missing a cycle on 100 coin, and that was about 14 seconds. So, looking really nice. And coming to the sky jump here, Cartoon, just a bit of castle movement behind. You know, plenty of time to make up when we get to basement, though SSL in particular, with Plus, and also depending on their route decisions. We'll know in a few minutes.
Well, it looks like about 26 seconds behind, and Taba with a really nice movement there off the cannon. That is such a critical movement. You know, it's so easy to miss that or not get up there as optimally, but Taba taking care of it pretty easily.
Yeah, Cartoon's having a bit of trouble getting the box, but like, as you said, if he missed that triple jump, and, you know, this suddenly happened to me, just pressing A frame too early, Cartoon going a bit higher up the hill, and like you said,
like I was, that movement is just, you know, these runners, we don't nearly see that as much as you would think, you know. It's so difficult to just get that perfect movement, slide down, get off that cannon, and Taba narrowly missing. Wall kicks will work. Also, that's also extremely precise movement off that wall kick, you know.
It's not extremely precise, but yeah, you definitely don't want to mess it up. And Taba almost fell off of the little IC platform where the star sits, but they're just a couple seconds lost. Nothing quite as bad as what happened to Cartoon, but, you know, like you said, it's really just one misinput away from a catastrophe.
Well, you're going so fast, and a single movement to the left or to the right is just it's fatal to that movement, as you saw with Cartoon. And Cartoon able to take care of wall kicks a little bit more easily than Tab. A little bit of a fake sink here.
A 1-star difference. And let's see, it's going to be slip sliding away. So CCM 18 for Tabascoth.
Cartoon having a little difficulty with this baby penguin just not wanting to go home to mom.
There's a relatively new lag reduction from Ikori where it was always kind of a thing where you could do a few... Well, people usually didn't reduce lag on the penguin star. There's not all that much of it, but mostly when you spawn the star and collect it, the penguin gives you a bit of lag. When you go into Mario Kart before you actually land in the penguin pool, if you just spam C left a bunch, you can actually save most of the lag frames. Pretty new thing, but not really much of a time save. Worth mentioning though, CartoonBuffoon also doing slip-sliding away, so both gonna have to race the penguin, and this happened to, I feel like it's almost obligatory, we gotta mention the penguin fell off while Cartoon was racing him once, so hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Well, and that's such a rare thing, but for it to happen in a race is just absolutely, #1, bizarre, and #2, just terrible to see. But it does happen. See Taba taking on the penguin here.
I would say he didn't get a safety red, so he can't miss any more coins than the one he just jumped over. Alright, that's the hard part, getting that line of 5, but don't want the penguin to kind of push you around there. Staying in front of it, it's a bit safer to let him pass you, but if you're in front of him by a good bit, you can just elect to hold your ground, so to speak. Cartoon also going for the penguin race without a safety red. Taba going for the backward slide, which I guess saves a couple frames.
Yeah, Taba's showing off that movement. We saw that in the last race that he was in. Kind of interesting. Maybe it makes it easier. A little bit of lag reduction, maybe.
It easier to turn around, but I don't really understand why it saves time. But he could probably explain that if I asked. CartoonBuffoon, he missed the coin! Oh no!
Completely off the slide! Dangerous slide there. Very dangerous.
Dude, sliding to his death. Cartoon. You hate to see it, but somehow CSM18 just continues to be, the sleeper killer of runs in the Division 2. In Division 1, people mostly go for double plus, but, probably the race nerves contribute to the penguin being such an obstacle when normally it's not something you really worry about.
Well, and that's part of the thing, you don't typically worry about those sorts of things because they're, runners take care of this slide in particular so freely, it seems, and then you kind of just sleep on it, and it can be tricky.
Yeah, I'm still watching Cartoon here. He's got all the coins, so that's not an issue. Stay in front of the penguin as well. Alright, should be good. Can miss one at the end, but even if he doesn't, he can still long jump to the star. Sometimes when the penguin gets close to you like that, it's kind of hard to see where Mario is. That can be a bit scary. CartoonBuffoon showing that he does at least know how to handle the slide, but he's pretty far behind now, and Taba is just playing really well.
Well, and Taba just took care of that. Boo, King Boo on top of the house there, and he'll take a quick little double jump. Yep, grab the star behind the bookcase.
Yeah, pretty, if you were in a haunted house or you're kind of designing some kind of tomb or thing with hidden traps, you go through all the trouble of hiding a star and to just leave it out on an open balcony. Doesn't really make much sense, but who knows?
So if you need a haunted house designed, please call Dronis. Link to his Twitter account. DM him.
Yeah.
If you're open to that. Tab with this cheeky little nips grab. Pretty simple. And ooh, that little backflip.
Cheeky. Definitely intentional. Alright, heading into plus. And he's only got to do one, but one can still be more than enough to cause you some grief.
Here we go, Tab going with this plus.
Medium bomb.
Not a good bomb size. Yeah, that was not, right, you could see it straight out from the beginning. Just was not happy with that.
Yeah, a bit of a size queen, to be honest. Gonna have to get the bird as a backup.
And that is the quickest backup, so...
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna miss the star, unfortunately.
On the first go. Quick little recovery into the star. Not too bad. Cartoon, big boost balcony. If you fall down here, it's pretty bad. Okay, nothing to worry about though. Second try plus. The important thing is the big bomb, he's got it. Keeping it safe, not going for combo plus or anything. Cartoon might have done combo plus at some point, I can't remember. But Taba gets in there.
Nice second try there with that plus. Good angle. Nice use of the camera there as well.
Last star here, and Taba's looking to have like an 1810 or like 18-1 something. SSL 24, which is a pretty darn good run. If you look at a like high-level world record pace run, you're probably looking at about a 1730. You know, maybe a bit better, maybe a bit worse. But Taba is, you know, 40 seconds off with a slower route.
Well,
So,
only minor mistakes. Oh, as we see right there.
Well, he made like one kind of big mistake, which is Wall's 100, and that's a minor mistake though. Taking a bit of a burn. And if he's winning the volcano, he's gonna have to do elevator instead, which might be a little bit of a scare. Nope, he got an extra coin, so he can actually do lava boost. Medium bomb plus for Cartoon.
Cartoon.
Breath.
Wow. Really going for it here.
Oh no, Taba got a clear boost and fell off. Rage pausing now. Gonna lose a lot of time due to that one.
Wow. A lot happened right there.
Yeah, a lot to look at.
Processor. So first of all, Cartoon having difficulty with
That
that.
Doesn't look good. Taba, he barely got up there.
He got a medium bomb on that plus, was able to get it, took tries.
That was the sketchiest lava boost.
And then Taba, you were watching Taba there with that lava boost death.
Alright, so Cartoon probably not too happy with his run right now. He's, you know, about a minute behind. Even with that death. Taba can still come back and have a good lethal lava lane though, but it just sucks to have a death to lava boost like that. Because he got the trick, he just fell off after. Alright, so Cartoon's gonna go join him. Tabascoth, triple jump dive, wing cap, here we go. Going for that. Oh, missing the speed kick, that's what really saves the time. Is the speed kick out of the triple jump dive gives you a lot more momentum. And the flying is really what is a lot faster. CartoonBuffoon going for the normal strat, which is not much slower, like half a second more or less. But, you know, doing it pretty well. Clipping the fence, drop it right onto the star.
Yeah, it's not too difficult of a strategy. So using that strategy over, obviously, side hop.
Yeah. Elevator for Taba almost went a little bit too far and kind of jumped on the edge, which will kind of, you know, cause you to lose your triple jump. Alright, so we'll kind of get a sense for where they are after Lethal Lava Lane, because the stars are different lengths, but you can do them in literally any order you want. Doesn't matter at all. It looks like Taba is probably going to be about 50 seconds ahead.
Nice movement there from Taba, not just avoiding that ledge grab.
Yep.
Let's see Cartoon go for his lava boost. Hopefully not. Taking a death there.
Yeah, there's a time save. First he's gotten in this whole run pretty much.
And Taba will take on these bullies here on the far end and should be done.
Yep. Okay, despite the death, this is still solid 49 pace. Let's see, Cartoon here. Elevator tour. Nice side flips.
A really nice movement there on Cartoon's side. Taba make his way over to DDD.
Alright, that's actually some pretty tricky castle movement. Taba got a bit of dust, but it wasn't too bad. And CartoonBuffoon. Time to teach these bullies a lesson. Come over here to the triple bullies.
Oh, Cartoon!
Oh,
no!
1 HP! Want to get a couple of coins here. Okay, he should be safe.
Wow. Well, he just luckily was able to get some help there on the way to the other bullies.
Yeah. Probably got all his lunch money lost in the lava, though. You know, it's kind of regrettable. Might be going hungry here.
Well, and Taba taking care of these chests. That movement for those chests is quite tricky, especially with that vortex in the middle. So being able to do that optimally is really important.
Yeah. You also see Taba doing some anti-lag reductions here, holding C left pretty much the whole way. I don't think Mario Cam does anything here in terms of lag, but you know, Taba, if it saves lag, he probably does it.
Well, it's
and
just
going for a front sub.
Wow. We didn't see this in the last race, so seeing him go for that trickier strat, you know, if he misses this.
This looks like a good setup. And he made it.
Wow! Wow! Oh my gosh!
That was a really low star grab too.
Very nice. First try, front right sub there from Taba. Definitely a big old time save.
Alright, Cartoon for some chests. I think he'll have a tough time beating Taba's DDD. But, you know, it is kind of just a thing where you don't want to make big mistakes and lose your run to Manta. Taba taking care of those 5 rings. And Cartoon went kind of far out for that turn on the last chest, but he didn't get it.
He missed it. Yeah, as soon as I saw him go a little bit wide there, that was definitely going to be a miss.
Well, sometimes you can grab the chest from, like, kind of a position where it doesn't look like it. But when they started in spawn, yeah, I knew he missed it. And Taba's in Fire C now, maybe able to continue to put the pressure on. Going for the kind of newer Fire C route in the cage, making it a bit easier, but also potentially saving like half second, letting you do this lava burn strat. Oh, that was a fast outfit, but a bit too fast. He got really close to the pole and was missing lava boost.
That's definitely disappointing after having such a good start to Fire C to lose lava boost to that whole bonk, and now he's gonna have to wait for a little bit of rage camera there, definitely.
Better than rage pausing though, especially while you're waiting for the elevators to rise up. CartoonBuffoon, sub-star done. I actually missed a couple swims that I saw, so losing time here, but can make it up in Fire C. I think top. Actually, I'll have to get back to you on that HLA hat because there's like I think there's like a mini playoff to get into D1, but it might just be like top 3 from this playoff. But yeah, I'm pretty sure like the people from the bottom 3 in D1 have a chance to like play back for their spot.
I'm pretty sure it's top 3. I could be completely wrong though.
But we're not just like replacing the entire bottom 3 of Division 1. Like they can still fight for their spot. So there's gonna be like something else going on.
What it is they'll if either top 2 or top 3 will have the opportunity to fight for a spot in D1, along with obviously those of the guys who.
He's not doing the arc movement, but he's not going for lava boost. He's playing it safe. Still, early cycle would be a time save if he can get it. Missing a red though, probably not going to happen.
Yeah, just minor mistakes here and there, and just falling off there altogether. Going to need to pop back up here. Missing that back up. Going to take the booty burn up to the pole.
Yep, just normal cycle for him too.
As Taba makes his way upstairs.
He's gotta hurry up. He might have to do like a lava boost normal cycle. No, Cartoon, please! Oh my god, he's not gonna get a good normal cycle. He's gonna have to get it late.
If he can move up quickly, he might be able to make these.
Oh, he's got normal cycle as long as he doesn't
Yeah.
like screw up massively, but still he's gonna lose about 8 seconds to a good ending.
See Taba making his way through Wet Dry World, taking on this elevator. Ooh, Cartoon missing that 7th coin.
Yeah, not a great fire C.
And Taba just kind of on cruise control here as he works his way through upstairs.
Yep, keep in mind it is still a best of 3. You know, if Taba can manage to close this one out, Cartoon doesn't make a comeback, he's still got to put on a good performance in game number 2 if he wants to take the point. See, Taba getting that 14th coin, but he's already missed 1. And some weird camera here. Have to grab the Skeeter.
Yeah, he's getting Taba's getting not great RNG there from the coins and from the Skeeter, but able to pick those up on the way back.
Secrets is kind of a deceptively hard star. I think it's definitely one of the trickier things in the run, but it is just kind of a 100 win star, and they tend to be longer. You tend to have a bit more. Oh no, the Thivo's coming after him! Oh, diving over the spatula part there. Pretty close call.
Yeah, nice movement there to avoid getting flipped there. Taking the amp though. But able to get these 85 coins that you need before moving on over this way.
Alright, pretty decent. An ending. Not the best 100 coin overall, but you didn't miss any more coins, and I think overall, you know, you can move on. Just want to get that one out of the way. Cartoon missing like the very first coin. So
Yeah.
if he wants to leave that one, he won't be able to miss anymore.
Well, that was the same coin that Taba missed, but he was able to come back and pick it up.
Well,
But
Taba missed 2, and he had to go back and get one.
So Cartoon only missing the 1. Taba coming back to pick up the second, the first one that he missed of the 2. So a little bit better RNG on Cartoon's part. Ooh, Cartoon not pushing that block in all the way.
Yeah, you don't have to push it that far in, but, you know, if you want to be optimal, you don't want to just kind of sit there until you hear the sound. Alright, Taba, you know, pretty decent. We'll see if we can get this next triple jump wall kick, though. There he goes. So,
Yeah.
really impressive here. Not giving Cartoon... Oh, Cartoon barely saved those coins.
Yeah, just that was terrible RNG, but able to pick him up regardless. And missing that jump, gonna have to find a way to make his back up. Gonna take these wall kicks up. Gonna miss the platform up top. Able to get, not
Okay,
able to get it.
Don't do that, Cartoon.
And we'll see if he can get it third go.
He's gonna take the casual blocks. That's like the worst thing to happen in like Dry World 100 is to fail that rollout.
Yeah, and as we're saying that, Taba having a little bit of difficulty with secrets, making it up here. Grabbing that 5th secret, gonna take a little bit of a leap of faith across.
Yep.
Able to get it.
Overall, upstairs not treating them too nice. We'll have to see if they can make a little bit of recovery. Cartoon.
Oh no.
Okay,
Yeah.
got the triple jump angle. That's kind of the hard part. But you know, Taba's not having a clean THI either.
THI is so tricky. Movement here is so important just because you only have so much space, especially when you are in the tiny version of the island.
Yeah.
Oh, and Cartoon missing a wall kick. Cannot. Oh, will land on the elevator. Able to back it up, but almost missing the elevator. Not, missing that cycle.
Yeah. Getting stuck on a... I kind of lied when I said that missing the rollout was the worst thing you can do at Wet Dry World. It's probably tied with missing the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
Or like falling down the elevator shaft.
Well, because then you got to go all the way back up, especially with there not being any water essentially at all.
Type of one for Mountain Clip didn't work out too well. Finishing up THI though, and you know, I gotta say the run not as good as it once was, but still not that bad. I think just the early game was really good, and then kind of throughout Fire City, Wet Dry World, THI, it's kind of been like a kind of like the flip side of, you know, above average and below average for him probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw kind of the difference between, you know, the beginning part of the run that's a little bit easier, you know, Mom's Fortress, you got Peach's Slide. CCM can be a little bit difficult, but generally speaking, all of these areas are pretty simple. And then you move on upstairs to a lot harder areas. Kind of see it night and day here.
Oh, Taba, can you get the backup? Nice. That's pretty tough to do. You have to lane.
Oh no!
Missing the triple jump, or at least try to get up too fast. So more time loss here. Not the cleanest. Getting the ledge grab. Cartoon maybe saving some time on secrets though. This is kind of where the comeback begins if it does.
Yeah, a little bit of spaghetti. Both sides of the screen. Taba with a good chunk lead, able to grab that ledge there on the second go. Not able to get that wall kick.
Yeah, this is kind of the symptoms of going too fast. You know, when you try to play like Taba does, you're gonna make a lot more mistakes like this, where it's not necessarily you playing badly. It's just that, you know, you can't do everything frame perfectly. You're gonna make some mistakes.
Well, it's almost like
it's gonna cost you a few seconds.
It's almost like you're trying to play too optimal. You know, especially in a race situation where you can't reset. You kind of oh, Taba.
Whoa.
That is, I mean, again, I want to remind people, you know, these strats are a lot more difficult than these runners make it seem sometimes.
That's actually not a very hard strat. I think out of all the stars in TPM, this is probably the easiest one. But, you know, it's still very easy to screw up. And kind of a surprise Taba did end up missing that one.
Well, you gotta hold. So what you do is you grab that box, and you essentially hold back until that third jump, and you push it as far forward as you possibly can. But if you don't have the right angle on your stick, you're gonna take a dive.
Yeah. Taba looking to do some fast reds, not doing the long jump though. I got excited when he did the speaking movement, but also doing the rollout over the final shroom there.
Yeah.
So he's kind of doing a hybrid shot, not really wanting to bother with the long jump, but pretty much doing everything else and not really getting the side for ball kick though. So it's going to be kind of a mixed bag here, but pretty decent reds. Cartoon, can he avoid death? Yes, he can.
So he'll save a little bit of time there over Taba, but Taba taking care of reds. A little bit of weird movement on the second half of those reds, but able to take care of it. Clean it up. We'll see him go over here. Gonna go for Breezeless. And, oh, so close to getting it there. Seemed like he clipped in and clipped back out.
Yeah, another time loss. You know, TTM, once again, not going so great for Taba. Cartoon missing a red, though, really needs some of these stars to go in his favor to catch up. Nice backup, though. Actually, getting a wall kick there to land on the red coin is pretty difficult. I'm pretty impressed with that control in the maze. It's pretty tough because of how close quarters it is, and there's also a lot of lag with the camera. So good stuff from Cartoon.
Like you're
saying, Taba can...
Well, like you're saying there, there's only so much room to move, you know, with those reds. So getting that movement right is so important. And Cartoon not even bothering with the breeze. Let's just go taking the breeze, and Taba picking up that snowman's head star.
Yeah, Snowman's head is definitely one of the hardest stars in 70. Just like pound for pound, it's probably like the most difficult for how short of a star it is. like 10 seconds, but you can lose like 20.
Well, again, it's tight movement. You gotta get those wall kicks just right. You know, you can't be too far too left, too forward or backwards, otherwise you're gonna take a dive.
Alright, Cartoon's on his last star for TTM now. Tabascoth gonna do his beat free, so they're probably gonna finish up their stages around the same time, depending on which one. Oh, Cartoon has to do Scale the Mountain, so it's a bit longer one, which is kind of confusing. I don't know why he left these till last, because you don't want to miss log ball kicks at all. But looking like he and Taba will finish up TTM at roughly the same time, or Taba will be done with SL at roughly the same time Cartoon is. Maybe even a bit sooner, because Cartoon missed the ledge grab. So pretty huge lead for Taba going back to HMC, and then it's up to Tippy, where I think the lead is still not so strong that Taba couldn't lose it, because you can lose like a minute in each stage easily. Like, it's gotta be the hardest like end of a run that as far as speed games go, I'm not too like knowledgeable, but I'm not sure of any game with like a harder end game than Tippy.
Well, you know, Tippy's just so infamous for killing runs, changing the course of races. You know, Rainbow Ride, obviously, that these runners will go for that kick off that turning platform. Really make or break sometimes. And TTC, obviously, the most infamous course in any version, any run that you decide to go with was at SM64.
Yeah, you got pretty much SSL, Rainbow Ride, and TikTok Clock are pretty much the killers in any category. At HMC when you get to 120, but those three will always be there.
Really nice triple jump off the box there from Taba, grabbing that star.
BLJs though.
Yeah. Yeah, obviously you don't do Tippy and 16 star, but those BLJs, man.
Alright, so looks like Cartoon's finally done with SL, but Taba's only got 2 stars left to go in Hazy Maze Cave, and then it's down to Tippy, so it's... I guess he's saving the Switch Star for last, commonly referred to as Christmas Miracle.
I don't know if Cartoon tried to go for a punch grab there, but missing Mips.
Good recovery.
Yeah. He just kind of stopped it. I mean, obviously that's the movement that you would do for doing the punch grab, but obviously the most difficult strategy rather than just taking that dive. Tabascoth, Christmas Miracle.
Got it. Alright, let's see how he handles Rainbow Ride. You know, the hardest star is without a doubt Lag 2 Bounds, but Reds is a very difficult star without much risk of death. You can just lose a lot of time in the maze. Tricky Triangles, you have a lot of death risk at the very beginning with the wall kick, and you also have to do the long jump at a bit of an off angle to make it to the kind of falling blocky ledge grab. So there's really no safety in Rainbow Ride. Cartoon, you know, might have to get through HMC a little bit better than this, though, if he wants to be able to capitalize on any of these mistakes. That probably will happen. Let's see how it goes. Tabascoth, I know he's got it, but does he have it right now? Gotta find out.
Whoa!
Going for the new strat. Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Just narrowly avoiding a death there. He's going to have to back it up with reds. So definitely saving time off of a death, but certainly not what he wanted off the bat. And missing that sixth coin, but able to grab it. Missing the 8th coin.
Not the best. You know, Taba, I love you for doing the ending, or at least attempting it. I know he probably wanted to do it because I'm in the call, but it didn't work out too well. He has another shot though. I'll give him the chance next time to flex on reds. My favorite star, by the way. That's all I'm saying.
Why is it your favorite? Oh, and Taba!
And a missed triple jump wall kick.
Well, it's exactly what I was talking about. You missed that, and it's just an automatic death.
Yep. 15 seconds down the drain, rinse and repeat. You know, kind of GSA sink, but more of a washed up sink in that case. Oh my god, another one!
Again!
Oh, and a third! Tabas! But, you know, this is pretty rough. Rainbow Ride, you know, I know we talk up a big game, but it really does come to play here. Let's see if Taba can get over it, because these children wall kicks can be kind of tough. Alright, getting around the lack 2, you can actually like hit him from the bottom there, which will kill him. You don't want to do that. And Taba missing the A press to get the jump off of the slide now. It's bad to worse. Nothing's going right for him right now, and he's really narrowly avoiding death almost in a lot of these situations that he hasn't explicitly died right off the bat from. The children wall kick and the flame shooter. You know, he just had no choice but to run forward, because if you run sideways, you're gonna obviously run off the edge there. So it's just one unfortunate event after the other. I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah, the wheels are just coming off kind of here. You know, maybe missing some rubber on those tires, just kind of veering off the road.
Yeah.
The wheels are just popping off, but just looking very, again, taking a death here again.
Cartoon, you know, not dying on the chub jump wall kick, going for like 2 bounds, and he's gonna miss him though. I want to point out that Taba's doing a relatively recently discovered optimization for lag 2 bounds that actually makes it easier. That cuts out the side flip, but he hasn't really been able to get it. And the same mistake, trying to press A too soon. It's just, you know, trying to be too fast when, you know, he had the star there both times. Got the lag 2 bounds with plenty of height, no real rush. Cartoon not getting sick reds either. I'm very disappointed. Not really, it's a hard star. But Taba, you know, giving Cartoon an opportunity. He's only a minute behind now. And catching up fast.
Well, it's just, this is a completely different Taba that we're seeing here in the first 20 minutes of the run. You know, he was doing just pretty much near perfect, other than the big mistake there in Waffles Fortress with 100. But just we kind of see
both
tilt coming into play.
And they're both trying to grab the pole. They've got it. Can they grab the second pole? Yep. Cartoon, you know, still on track to grab the star. Finally. And, you know, Taba didn't want to go around and do the noob method. Probably would have been better for the race setting. Just cut out lag 2 bounce. But it really was just him pressing A on the slope. It wasn't the bounce itself. So probably really frustrated about that one. But he's... Okay, good read. He was going to go right for the clock. But trying to clock Toad instead. Trying to get that star here. Which might even lose him the clock cycle, because he has to get over there pretty quickly now. I don't know where it is. And yeah, he's gonna have to wait.
Cartoon backing up tricky triangles here pretty nicely. But yeah, Taba will be happy to move on. I mean, obviously, TTC.
Taba's number one enemy is pressing A in a butt slide. He can't do it, apparently.
What? Oh, what is happening here to Taba? He's taken 4 deaths now in Tippy.
Yeah. You know,
I mean, he's got to find a way to get this together.
Like, you thought we were just trying to play up, you know, a done and dusted race. No, Tippy will always be here.
Yeah, Tippy does
never
not
over.
never holds anything back from anyone.
I mean, Cartoon hasn't even had a sick Tippy either. He just didn't die, as far as I'm aware.
And all of a sudden,
Oh, big
Cartoon is
fall from
right
Cartoon.
behind him.
This is kind of an annoying backup to do. Just gotta, you know, plus a couple dance moves to get up here.
So to note as we make our way through TTC, Cartoon hasn't talked to Toad.
Yeah.
So as Cartoon leaves, he will be talking to Toad, just so everyone's aware. Taba has already talked to Toad, so he won't have to do that when he makes his way out. Man, just a really serious Mario meltdown.
Yeah, you know, he was able to do pretty well on the 100 coin. Cartoon struggling a little bit here, but it's the kind of star that if you can avoid taking a big spill, and, you know, a lot of these can end up in a death, by the way, because of how TikTok clock is so vertical. You know, you'll be okay generally. But, you know, Cartoon still has a chance in this one. I was leaving the door open.
As long as Cartoon doesn't make any mistakes or anything like that, and if Taba continues doing what he is doing, which is making huge mistakes, like you're saying, he has a chance.
All right. Oh, crap. Bump my computer. Oh, Taba with the ledge grab. Nice save. Still, don't. I remember seeing a clip. Shoutouts to Hilarious, where that moving piston actually like swung out and bonked Mario as he was trying to go by. So that was almost what happened to Taba. I saw the thing like getting ready to like shoot out. I was like, oh no, please. But Taba was a little bit ahead of it. And Cartoon missing a triple jump wall kick too, so not able to capitalize.
Oh, and Cartoon here.
Yeah. He's not immune either. Right, moving bars for Taba. You know, at least the time is stopped, so you're probably not gonna die. Cartoon, same star actually. Not getting it though. Nice backup. Oh no, he's going for pendulums. Interesting. Hey, last star for Tab ends up being get a hand. But, you know, gets it done. Still, I would say on high 51 pace, since he got Toad already.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I thought he had 70. He has to do red coins. He's on 52 pace.
Yeah, amazingly still on a 52 pace, even after taking all those deaths.
I didn't catch HMC split time, but it was probably still on 50 pace with all the time he's lost in Tippy.
Yeah, so Taba taking a little bit of an interesting bonk there right before finishing up Reds, but able to do it. He'll make his way up to Bits, and as long as he has a clean Bits, it should be a free win for him.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we've got Taba going through Bits here. Passing by those Reds, not having to take care of those. Really nice movement so far. Cartoon will take care of his Reds here in TTC. Taba going left side here. Able to get it on the first try. Takes his time though. And not confident with that elevator jump. We'll back up and take another shot at it. Gets it. Nice little long jump. And he'll take on Bowser. As Cartoon goes and talks to Todd. Grabs this star. Taba 3
Yep.
throws away from first race win.
No, I just deleted. I just wanted to delete the one message, but I just purged everything. So he's not banned. He just got the messages removed.
Taba narrowly taking a death here with this fight with Bowser, missing the second
if he died,
throw.
he could still lose.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
would be crazy to think. But I think he's gonna get it done.
Yep, he'll get that third throw.
Taking race number 1. There's still another one to go. And, you know, as this race is proof of, anyone can take it. Oh,
Well,
that's for Cartoon. Hitting the very edge of the wall he meant to wall kick off of just meant that he couldn't actually wall kick at all. It just kind of a, I don't know what you call it, just a glitchy bonk.
Cartoon taking the meme there. Jumping off the side altogether. So Taba taking race number 1. We'll go into race number 2. You know, if Cartoon can clean up that beginning, you know, and if Taba has a very similar tippy to what he had here, Cartoon certainly isn't out of this race at all.
How about taking care of the penguin? So, like, that's got to be the big thing on his mind. Just don't screw up the penguin. Seems like they're both ready, so like not even a break, getting right back into it. Race number 2. Let's get ready. It's gonna be Tabascoth and CartoonBuffoon revenge, or will Taba, you know, like will Cartoon get his revenge, or will Taba just kind of get that nice 2-0 sweep for the first set? It's hard to say. I would say Cartoon's not looking in the best of shape. But I mean, the way Tabascoth ended, like that negative momentum might like lead into a really bad second race beginning. Cartoon's controller disconnected, so we might just get that a quick restart there.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and get a reset here. But you know, you're right. You know, Taba, that tippy, it seemed to be after making so many mistakes one after the other. That had to have gotten at Taba, and we have seen tilt come into play in these playoff races. So, you know, if Cartoon can just kind of get the consistency down, and kind of hope that Taba gets affected here by how he finished. I mean, he can't be completely happy with that finish.
Definitely not. There's always room to improve a run, but I think especially Taba's late game is probably making him pretty darn angry right now. You know, we'll see if he can kind of clear his mind though. Maybe this little bit of a break will help him get help him cool off. I think just letting something sit for like 2 minutes or so, you know, you kind of return to normal. You know, you stop being mad. But at least in Taba's case, you never know. Spectralore, Taba won game number 1. This is going to be game number 2. CartoonBuffoon was pretty far behind, but Taba made a lot of mistakes in tip. He ended up being kind of close at one point, but then Taba was able to close it out. Thank you, Anthony Caliber, for the 96 viewer raid.
That fat raid, thank you so much.
96 is also like a very factorable number.
What?
I don't know. You can multiply like a million things to get 96. I remember like at school there's this thing called like 24 game. I don't know if you ever have heard of it. but it was like you can like pick numbers to like add and subtract or multiply or divide to get 24. It was like to learn arithmetic, I guess. But
Yeah,
like 96 is just 4 times 24, so you know you can do all sorts of cool stuff, I suppose.
I don't.
Yeah, Cursor knows what's up.
I do not recall that. But then again,
Or
I was never that great at math, so.
no.
No, I ended up teaching history for a little while, so I stayed away from math as much as I possibly could.
That's cool.
Even though I ended up having a project where they had to do their own personal finances, so I did have to do a little bit of math. I wasn't very good at it though.
Yeah. I have to say, I always really liked history, even though like I'm more of a science kind of person. Like, maybe it's just like I had good teachers who really liked history, but you know, I always was interested in like you know, pretty much everything, honestly. Cool stuff.
Nah. Well,
No.
I'm not sure what's going on here. Still waiting for Cartoon to get back to us about starting.
Like, Cartoon can't get his controller to like, you know, function properly. That's what we're waiting on. Also on the world to change. Cartoon, do you use an OEM? I should just like ask in chat.
Yeah, I'm not really sure
Because you might use a GameCube.
what the problem is here.
Hi, Blisshammer.
While we have this little bit of intermission, Smash and Splash is coming up soon.
That is true.
Type in !! bracket or ! merch. We've got merch for Smash and Splash coming out. So
Wait.
that'll be pretty neat. 16. I know I'm pretty sure 16 star is going to be at Smash and Splash.
Yeah, 16 star and MKDDD time trials.
So that'll be pretty cool. So make sure to look out for that if you're at all interested.
Yeah, Smash and Splash, you know, I'm not going. I don't know who all is. But, you know, Aki, the 16 world record holder, will be there. And also, like, all the MKDD guys. That's actually...
Well, that'll be cool to see Aki. You know, he's all the way from across the ocean, so that'll be nice.
Jesus going. You know, Smash and speedrunning here have just like such a close connection almost. Just a lot of a shared audience. You know, you got people like Armada saying he wants to run 70 star. Probably within like the next month or so, we'll probably see him be streaming that. Would be cool. I know there's a few other Melee players who have, you know, gone back and forth. What was that BLJ from Taba? Flexing.
Just Taba's kind of just showing off some what is it? Doing a glitch exhibition for us.
I think like Cartoon just trying to like test his stick and see if he can like get it to a like reasonable level of functionality, because I remember that when I was on emulator I had like a RAFnet adapter. I mean, I still have it, but I don't use it. And I'd plug in my N64 controller and it would work fine, but I would plug in my Hori and it would like completely misread the analog stick. It would just like stuck at like upright position, so like I couldn't actually like play with it. So I was like pretty much unable to do runs because like unless I wanted to like ruin my stick for Bowser throws, which kind of sucked. All right, Cartoon saying he might have got it fixed, which would be fantastic.
So looks like we'll get a restart or an official start to the second race.
Yeah.
Now that hopefully Cartoon's controller stays consistent. We have had issues in the past and this tournament with console problems, already. So this wouldn't be the first time that we see this, and we're going to go ahead and get a start here on the second race.
All right. It's finally underway, guys. Race number 2. And timer should be starting right about now.
Yeah, so again, Taba taking race number 1. Certainly, that's good for this match, taking that first lead, but having a lot of issues in Tippy, taking 4 deaths between Rainbow Ride and TTC. Really good start, but then just really sloppy upstairs as a whole. Falling behind down to a 52. So we will want to see him, we'll want to see Taba clean things up, but if tilt gets to him, we'll want to see Cartoon kind of just grind this out and play as consistently as he possibly can, because he certainly can catch up.
Alright, Lack 2 skip time. Tabascoth also going for the same pro Lack 2 skip and looking really good too. Taba is also like a huge like camera angle guy. He likes to put everything at nice and clean notches. So that Mario Cam setup pretty nice.
Yeah, and again, Taba playing with that Japanese cartridge. So slight lead here to start off with, but Cartoon will make up that time as English card is about 3 seconds faster on English version.
And, 2 good bomb clips again. Nice to see that one. Okay.
Moving over to Peach's slide, we'll want to get those guesses in chat times. I guess a 12-9 from Cartoon and a 12-6 from Taba.
Dang. Pretty widespread there. I'm going to say 12-7 Taba. And, I'll kind of like, hedge my bets a little bit. 12-8 Cartoon.
And 12-7.
Okay.
From
Not too bad
Taba.
from Cartoon. That might be a 12-7 also, yep.
2 12-7s.
Okay.
So STFA Musamo getting those times correct, as well as KIR swords.
I feel like that's either curse words or like curse swords.
That's why I spelled it out, because I didn't know which one it was.
Oh, that was gonna die! Okay. We're good.
That was near death.
Nothing to worry about. Honestly, the defense, it is doing its job, finally covering the building cost. But Taba, once again, missing a whole cycle. Taba, yeah, gonna have to get back up here. Luckily, he didn't miss this. Okay.
Oh, double Tony
just,
Hawk.
Just so close to the ledge here. And the Piranha gonna wake up from his slumber, knock him out.
This is
all the way down to the water below.
Holy moly, this is an absolutely terrible way to start Wom's Fortress. Cartoon missing Alice on the first go.
Here's the thing, I think with muscle memory, Taba, instead of going to walk through the coins, he jumped like he was doing Candleless or something. And then he's like, oh, I needed those coins. And Cartoon's missing Outlast. He's at 2 HP. If he misses again, he can die. Here. I don't know about...
Okay. Oh, man. So he'll get it with 2 HP left. If he had fallen one more time, he would have taken the death. Taking a death in Alice is just, that's painful to see. Taba able to finally finish up his 100s and his reds here, but not before a lot of mistakes, just a lot of spaghetti.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you make of that?
I think it's kind of crazy how both times Taba's had to lose the whole bomb cycle, and at the same time, CartoonBuffoon has not had a good time with Candleless in the first race, Owless in the second one. So not able to get your feet right under you at the very beginning can sometimes lead to a lot more issues later on. But in a way, it could even be a kind of positive mistake, whereas like you kind of get out of your own head and just play a game. But it's kind of hard to tell. I would guess it's more the former, where it's not really going to help their gameplay to make mistakes early on. So we'll see how it goes. See, Cartoon, you know, messing up a little bit more on 100 coin, and it's a hard start no matter what. You can't make it like free and easy, but doing half cycle is probably about as easy as you can get. Still making a couple mistakes. I think, you know, him and Taba still are not going to be like, I think Taba's still going to be ahead out of Womps this time.
So a couple minor mistakes there on Cartoon's side during that 100, but not nearly as bad as Taba. But you know, obviously losing a lot of time there with that Outless, so it's kind of a little bit of trade-off on both sides.
Alright, last 2 stars for Taba. CartoonBuffoon gonna be coming in about, you know, 10 seconds after him. You know, usually, like, I've looked at the Womp quite a bit, so, you know, nothing really, like, looks new to me. But his, like, the purple knobs on his arms look, like, extra big for some reason. I don't know why that is. And they're always the same size, but they just stood out to me a lot just then.
Actually, I didn't even notice them until you just said that. So, now...
Yeah, they're like Thanos' hands or something. I don't know what he's got going on.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so taking care of Big Womp, Daddy Womp, King Womp, whatever you want to call him. We'll scale this tower.
Alright, Taba's going to be about like 5 seconds behind where he was last time. Cartoon actually going to be ahead of last time, so despite Owless being kind of a train wreck, everything else was okay. Actually, it's about what it was. Maybe a little bit better.
So about,
10 seconds.
About 11, yeah, 10, 11 seconds of difference there. Ooh, Taba having a little difficulty getting in speed slide. Get those guesses in chat once again.
I'm going to say 12-4 Tabascoth and 18-5 Cartoon.
Very interesting guesses.
Crap.
12-8 there from Taba. Cartoon.
Oh,
he takes a bonk.
This will be like a 14-6, 14-2.
Not too far off there with that guess.
Pretty far off.
I mean, not as far as alpha as I thought it was going to be.
Alright, one cap for Taba. You know, he didn't miss any reds the first time around, but he did mess up the ending, so a little bit of redemption possibly. Well, I mean, he almost messed up the ending drastically, but he kind of clutched it out. Cartoon missing a first red. Losing about 3 seconds. They're nice.
Oh, taking a bonk!
Taba went for like a super try-hard ending there. He actually brushed the ledge super optimally and then went for a very low jump to roll out off the switch. Just was a bit too low there. CartoonBuffoon side flip, pretty comfy, but getting the star in the tech skip, just the same. Yes, like Glad Jonas. I didn't even know who Glad Jonas was when I decided on my username. but I have gotten that a few times.
And Taba taking on these reds here in Dark World. Nice hit on that switch.
Yep.
Not going for that rollout that we see with that second red sometimes.
Yeah, in Chick Cycle, the switch is the only thing that's actually precise. Everything else is just like decent movement, don't make mistakes. Taba's gonna have plenty of time to run around, but the amp, you know, I actually would recommend in that situation, I judge where the yellow block is. If it's all the way out when you get there, I just run around the spike in the middle, because then the amp can't get you.
Whoa, Taba!
Oh no!
And this is where Cartoon will take the lead.
Cartoon almost died as well. I would have lost it. No way. Taba's just down a minute here.
I mean, and then he took a rage pause. So he's lost even more, just unnecessary time. And it's something that we've talked about before here, but you know, you don't want to, you want to kind of get that out of your system, rage pausing with, you know, hitting the rage pause. You want to use the camera because you're so used to doing rage pause in resets of runs. But here in a race, you don't want to do that. And Taba, yeah. But Cartoon taking care of Bowser. He's gonna move on. Taba about a little bit more than a Bowser fight behind.
Alright, he's got the star. He's, you know, obviously the race isn't over, far from it. In fact, I would bet Tabas can catch up, you know, around the time we get, like, before Tippy. I'm sure Tab can catch up, but Tippy, of course, could just swing it either way when we get there. And you know what? Cartoon, he has a chance. He didn't have much of a chance in the early game last time because Tabu played so well. But, you know, he's been given the driver's seat, so to take control of the wheel. You know, it's his turn to kind of take charge and try to, like, get farther ahead.
Well, I'm thinking that Tippy is going to be the deciding factor once again. You know, similar situation with the last race. What we're looking at now, only reverse. You know, reverse the what positions they're in. But you know, we can't really say too much until we get to Tippy, because we saw how much time Taba lost between Rainbow Ride and TTC. Taba.
Wall kicks for Cartoon, sky jump for Tabas. So Cartoon definitely made up for his sky jump mistake. Let's see if Taba can make up for his wall kicks mistake.
Yeah, nice wall kick there from Cartoon. Take on this slide now, or excuse me, he's going to take on the Penguin. Probably the easiest star here in CCM.
Probably.
Taba.
Oh, what is that movement?
What is the movement?
A backflip into like a butt slide.
And then taking that rage pause again. Just unnecessary time.
Oh, it's a very unique camera setup too. I'm sure that's to make it easier, but I think this time it just kind of put him a little bit off of where he needed to be. See, Cartoon also just long jumping straight ahead. You usually want to long jump at an angle and then like turn off the side quicker. Just a weird little thing, because when I see someone jump straight, I think they're going for 100 coin. The Cartoon's still just going for the Penguin race 100.
Cartoon with that cool little moonwalk there. Out the door.
I'm reducing that Penguin lag as well. It's a bit different on JP. The star spawns directly above the Penguin.
It's so annoying. Yeah. I don't know why they couldn't have done that star the way that they do it with Toad, where he kind of spawns it above your head. It just would have made so much sense. And then in the English version, it's like the Penguin chucks it.
Yeah. Oh, Taba missing the moonwalk. Cartoon got it. Taba got the clip, but still landed on the ice. You have to be like pretty close to the end of the slide when you go over the gap. Alright, CartoonBuffoon. Let's see what he's got. Not dying on the slide. He's got 52 coins. Doesn't want to get body out by the penguin. This is pretty close, but he holds his ground. And he should be good for the rest of it.
I picked him to 85. Taba making his way around as well for these 100. Cartoon finishing it up. He'll make his way out of here to BBH.
Yep. I'm mainly looking at Taba here. He's got 53, but if he misses a pair, that'll still fail the slide for him. He's good, though. Was that a lag reduction going into Mario Cam? I don't know. All these things that Taba does that I probably have to ask him about individually. Don't really have time to. But it's very cool. He's definitely like a high-level thinker of the game.
Well, sometimes it seems to be like there's multiple ways that you can do lag reduction in some of these situations. It just comes down to personal preference. Sometimes Cartoon taking a little bit of a bonk there as he goes for that behind the bookcase star.
Yeah. Like, you see Cartoon, you know, when he needs to re-enter the stage, he just goes over ground pounds the boo. Taba's, you know, practiced the optimal boo kill, and he's gonna be doing some camera change. He's gonna like Mario Cam C down, C left, do some fancy long jumps, then dive kill the boo, falling off of a ledge here. So like, you know, just like different things that Taba's gonna do as opposed to like a runner who just wouldn't really care, you know. All right, boo kill for Cartoon, and Taba gonna be heading up there as well. Cartoon already did Haunted Books, by the way, so he's a bit more ahead than it seems. Alright, nice long jump kill. And good finish.
Yeah,
There's actually a good bit of lag reduction to do for that star as well.
So Cartoon heading on over downstairs. We'll grab Mips and head on over to SSL. But Cartoon on a pretty good, nice little clip here. This is pretty much the exact situation that we were in the last race, just reversed positions.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
What is this, like 45 seconds of a lead for Cartoon, maybe?
Well, we got, what was that, a 17-20 entrance? Oh, no! Cartoon getting a bomb explosion there on his plus. We'll go with shining atop the pyramid.
Yep.
So Taba with an opportunity. Cartoon going for his plus once again. Got a nice bomb. Pretty good angle.
Alright, alright. Give him a double jump. And that'll bring him in.
Well, he had that medium bomb last time, so that'll be nice to be able to get that big bomb that you want. Taba going for his plus. Throwing away the bomb. Taking a slide. Oh no, and taking a death again with the rage pause.
Yeah, he knew as soon as he did that, like, he was done. He pressed A way before B. You're supposed to pretty much just, like, press them at the same time, or if you're doing that strat, you can just kind of roll your finger A to B. He has another chance, though, with this big bomb. Looks good. Alright. Don't grab the star. He did it. He grabbed the star. He needs to, like, wait to go down and then, like, you know, steer himself a bit more to the right, but too eager to get in there. He should have known that was gonna happen. Like, he had to have known. So that's on him. And a medium bomb. What was that bomb regrab? Oh my god, what is that strat from Taba? That's absolutely nuts. I've never seen that. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe someone else has seen that, but that was new to me. He just wanted to flex that. That's why he had to get Chang taught the PM. He's like, I don't want to do a big bomb plus. Nah, I'm gonna do something cool. So that's why.
A little bit of swag, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, Cartoon working his way through LLL now, grabbing these reds. Taba with a nice Talon star grab.
Yeah, you know, Taba can, you know, still find a lot of stars to save time on. But with a couple big mistakes in SSL, you know, any lead that he had regained in CSM and BBH has pretty much evaporated and then some. His Cartoon's still playing alright. For N64, like to speedrun, you want like an NTSC, and you pretty much find those on eBay from, you know, ordinary sellers who have used N64s to sell.
Yeah, you definitely don't want PAL. And then, of course, you can, if you get an American N64, you can always, you know, mod it out to play Japanese consoles.
Yeah.
That's what I've done. Cartoon. Oh no, Taba!
Oh, not again.
Just take it. So, oh man, he's got to be really careful here. He's taken so many deaths. You know, fortunately, he's picked up a couple lives here and there, but
what was that?
What is he doing?
Wait, is he going for a non-lava boost strat? I guess that was his idea. He didn't want to go up. When does Tyler practice this stuff? He's clearly practiced this. I don't know why or when, but he definitely has practiced that.
It seems like, well, it seems like he's the kind of guy to practice backups. You know,
Jogi says he did lava boost. It's like, that's right, he did. He did like the lava boost, but like the kiddie slide version.
Yeah. He not something I've seen yet in a race, at least.
That's like 2 new things from Calvo I've never seen.
Well, and it's just showing, he's showing that, you know, you need to practice those backup strats. You know, most runners will just try to perfect those hard strats as best they can. You know, I'm gonna go for lava boost no matter what. Well, Taba's got it down to where, okay, if I'm in a race situation and I don't feel comfortable with lava boost, I've got a cheeky backup in the back pocket just in case.
Yeah.
Because most of the time you just see guys go for that lava boost over and over again.
I know, but I feel like that's still like a normal thing to do. Like, even if you know the backup, that's great. But like Akira boost, which is the strat that Taba did, is not that difficult. And like, if you die to it, you can always do like an easier version. They're like, there's a very niche need for the strat that Taba did. But like, Jogi said in chat that Taba definitely just practiced that strat a lot, so it's just so funny to see that, like, something that you would maybe use 1% of the time, Taba decides, like, yeah, I'll spend a few hours on that.
I don't know, it's kind of a race strategy, though, to practice that stuff.
Yeah.
Just consistently practice those backups to get good in races.
Alright, well, Tab is on 30 stars now. Cartoon's on 31, but he's ahead a good bit of castle movement and some slow stars coming up here. So pretty solid lead.
Yeah, Cartoon going for this back sub.
Oh, he fell off.
Oh, he just falling off that fin. Interesting jump there.
That's just how, like, the way the game shows off, like, the dive in weird situations. I don't really know how to say.
Almost long jumping off the sub there, but able to save it. And Cartoon will pick up Manta and then make his way into Fire Sea.
Yep.
Tab to take care of these chests.
Yeah, Cartoon's ahead 2 whole stars. Which is a lot, because the sub-star's about 35 seconds, so he's ahead like a minute 20.
Well, it's such a slow area because it's all swimming.
Yeah.
Other than obviously getting on top of the sub, like it's all swimming.
Let's see if Cartoon can nail Lava Boost though. Some hot gameplay on the left, some cool swimming on the right. Cartoon still not going for Lava Boost. Just gonna get that normal early Ellie's movement. Honestly, I think if he learned the arc cage, then he could definitely get Lava Boost. It's pretty safe, but Cartoon doesn't want to risk it at all.
And we saw Taba go for front sub, he'll go for it again. So and get it!
Nice job from Taba.
Yeah, in Cartoon, like you're saying, missing early Ellie's here.
Oh, he almost fell off there, Cartoon. Gotta be careful. And losing
losing
a good ending of normal cycle. Wow, Taba's missed a ring. And he knows his fate's in the hands of the RNG gods. These next rings. Oh, he got it! The rings are there! He can actually get the star. Like, I feel like half the time, those rings will not give you the secret. Like, no matter how you try to approach them.
Yeah.
Taba lucked out, actually, believe it or not.
I was playing this casually the other day just for fun, and I was doing the Manta Star, and I had to have circled around and picked up 15 rings before it finally registered. You see Taba start his Fire Sea, so about a full Fire Sea. Red's behind. This Cartoon finishes up this Bowser fight. Taba going for this Lava Boost. Oh, but missing. Just all these rage pauses.
Yeah. Like, Taba really wants to get back in this race, but doesn't look like he's got a great opportunity here.
Well, I mean,
Cartoon missed early cycle as well, but, you know, even with the bad ending, Taba can't save that much time.
Well, and even if Taba here we go again with these. I mean, this is really starting to get kind of bad for Taba, you know, with these rage pauses, because I want to say he's wasted up to 7 seconds just on rage pausing in this race. So if he wants to get back in this race, he's got to stop doing that.
I think it actually used to be like worse, where like when he died on Lava Boost, he was like spamming it the whole time. Like he used to do that like on every mistake. Cartoons gotta get these blues and then go back for these yellow coins. Oh, luckily they all stayed on, so doesn't have to get the backup box at the end. Tabascoth Fire Sea throw. Going for the like three-quarter spin. Nice. Maybe that's actually a good shot because you probably can't like miss the throw by much. It's more like the Dark World throw in that case. But who knows? Alright, Cartoon. Yeah, we're just coming up here for Wedge World Secrets. It's not been the best 100 coin, but like it is mostly just about him being steady. and not really like making any huge mistakes.
Yeah, and Cartoon just taking care of these 100s. Taba making his way upstairs now will follow Cartoon into Wet Dry World. Looking like essentially a full 100 coins, 100 Wet Dry World coins, secrets behind.
Yep.
As Taba goes for this elevator star first.
Yeah, he's hit every triple jump wall kick so far though, so looking good in that department. It's a tough strat for sure, and Cartoon's not really been going for it.
Yeah, so Taba will save a couple seconds on Cartoon just based off of that movement. Cartoon not having any problems with that elevator this time around.
Yep.
So he'll be pretty happy about that.
Missed a coin there for Taba on the double box break. Might be able to go back for it. Nope, gonna leave it. Ooh, great RNG here.
Really nice RNG. If he had gotten that back jump on the first go and just done the ground pound on that blue coin, that would have been pretty optimal.
Yeah.
But getting just about the second or third best option there.
So Taba's still, you know, can save some time in Wet Dry World. But I think Cartoon deserves some credit for holding it together right now. He hasn't given Taba many chances to make up for that, like, minute lost in Dark World. He's been about a minute 20 ahead. So, like, even without the death, he'd still be ahead by a little bit. Because of, like, Lava Boost and SSL.
Well, in Cartoon, make his way into THI. Taba's just finishing up his 100 in Wet Dry World. Secrets now in THI. This can be tricky, so we'll want to see some optimal movement.
Yeah, Cartoon going for a safe strat, but losing a bit of time here. Can still triple jump. Okay. So at least was able to get out of the pit without getting caught up. So not the worst thing, not even losing 5 seconds if I had to guess. Not too bad.
Yeah, I like you said, safer strat. Taking his time a little bit there. Because again, I mean, you can really lose a lot of time on those secrets if you, on minor mistakes. So it's really important to be really precise.
Alright,
Taba
another
getting
triple jump wall kick.
Yeah. And did he get that 4 times in a row?
Yep. I think so.
Yeah, I don't think he messed that up a single time.
Seems like Hava is 2 stars behind, pretty much, with that star sync.
Yeah, a little bit of a fake sync entrance
jump
there.
Hava.
Well, that area between the second and third secret, I mean, it's just, there's so many slopes.
Yeah. There are so many ways to get, like, bonked and caught on fire.
Yeah.
All that stuff. Taba still went for the single jump over the 4th secret, so it's like, he still sticks to his guns no matter what the, like, I don't know, he's got a bunch of, like, shots that very few people do. Like, I like to do the single jump on the 4th secret, but, like, I think he's the only other person who really does it at a high level. I think it saves like 0.2. It's not very hard. Mountain clip. Nice job from Taba.
Cartoon heading into TTM is going to take care of these reds first.
Yep. Pretty safe. good maze.
Yeah, way more optimal than the last race, for sure.
Taba wrapping up Tiny Huge Island. Still a few stars and some chains, but one of those is the Toad. So, you know, grain of salt here. And Cartoon with that nice rollout to the box. I think like most people will just do a single jump there. But the rollout means that you can't take fall damage, where if you do too big of a single jump, you will take fall damage. It's kind of a bit of preference, because like, that's one of the few stars where like, you can get away with doing like 4 different strats, because they're all within like 0.2 of each other. So it's all good.
CartoonBuffoon going
Breezeless.
for...
He's actually really good at Breezeless. And
wow.
another success. He's like a specialist at those kind of things. Probably like in ROM hacks, there's probably a lot of things you like have to get firsties for. And like things like Island Hop and Breezeless, like Island Hop you need a firstie, Breezeless it helps, you don't need one, you can get a second frame. Ooh,
Oh, and Taba.
Another, like the same mistake here, just diving too low. Trying to do a good rollout.
Yeah, he had trouble last race with that slope.
And I wonder if Cartoon's intentionally going for that side flip, or if he's accidentally grabbed the ledge both times. Because it is a viable safe shot. And to have a missed mountain clip, not turning before diving, before jump diving. Like, once again, this is just trying to be too optimal. But it's hard to not do it that way when that's how you practiced and that's how you have learned the game. Because, like, why would you intentionally be bad? You know what I mean?
Right.
And falling in the maze a little bit more. Can you get up here? Why don't we do a side flip? Pretty decent backup, but losing some time as well.
Well, he had trouble with those the second half of those reds last race, so just more of the same kind of problems.
Yep.
The only difference here is he's behind. You know, seen kind of similar mistakes here in the upstairs area. You see Cartoon making his way.
That's not gonna... Oh, it did work.
Wow.
I was surprised.
And nice snowman's head from Cartoon, able to get up there.
Alright, well, Cartoon 50 stars down. Haba is at 46, going for 47. We'll see what he's got. Not dying on this. Good. You'd hope so, but it happened last race.
Yeah. Cartoon taking on this ice house. Pretty easy. Nothing too difficult. Taba, not even worrying about Breezeless. Just taking this breeze on up. Avoiding that Chuckya.
Yeah.
He'll lose about 5 seconds there to Cartoon. You got that, Breezeless.
Alright, last star in SL, and then it's HMC time. So we can maybe look at the time there, 37:48. Taba's probably about a minute and a half behind. Going for the ambitious triple jump walk here. Can he make the ledge? Oh, he almost made the backup work. Would have been incredible to actually do it with the kick into the slide. But that's a nice backup from the bottom anyway. Losing some time against Cartoon though.
Yeah, just more and more of those minor mistakes. You know, Cartoon kind of on cruise control. Gonna grab Mips here. Go over, maybe talk to Todd first.
Yeah.
And head on to HMC.
Yeah, this would still be a 50, I think. What is that from Taba? A belly slide? I don't even know. He doesn't know what to do. He's like, where do I go? Do I just get deep freeze? I guess. That's so weird.
Interesting backup, yeah. And again with the pause, losing about 2 to 3 seconds there. Probably just trying to think what to do.
Yeah.
When Cartoon missing that wall kick up from that double jump, will go for Christmas Miracle as the backup. Able to get it.
Yep. Alright, final star here. Tabascoth is pretty much 2 minutes behind at this point. But you know what? Never over.
Cartoon able to get up top there. Triple jump off the box. He will miss the dive, but he'll get that. Get the star on the jump. Tabba making his way downstairs. I mean, do you think that maybe Tabba will pull out some riskier strats here to try to make up time?
I think his tippy strats are already pretty much the best he can do. So I don't think he can really like do anything extra. I think if anything though, he's just gonna go for the same stuff he did last race and hope he gets it first try, because he can definitely do a lot better with those strats. And I know like Cartoon does go for some, you know, pretty respectable tippy strats, but I think Tabba might have the edge a little bit. We'll see. I think it's like it can only really be mistakes at this point. Like nothing in SM64 saves like 10 seconds that Tabba won't do. So like there's nothing like really left on the table for him to add.
Well, we saw Tippy really had an effect on the leader. That being Tabba last race. Unfortunately, Tabba was able to take race number 1. So those mistakes in Tippy didn't affect him too much, but still can be the deciding factor as CartoonBuffoon makes his way up to that area.
First star is going to be Lakitu Bounce. He doesn't do the arc movement, but I think the strat he did seemed pretty solid. We'll see if he can get that bounce the first time, because even though he did get the wall kick, Lakitu was just a bit out of reach for him, so like that could be a backup avoided if he can get the wall kick and the bounce. Oh, missing the wall kick though. So not even going to get an attempt at the bounce. You're going to have to go for Reds as the backup. And Reds, you can lose a lot of time in the maze. He's not really... Okay, that was actually a bit of a mistake. I think he meant to press B after releasing A, but he pressed them together. Doing some wall kicks here, pretty slow, all things considered. Not the worst thing that can happen, but probably lost about 10 seconds to that. And the last star of HMC for Tabba, and then it's up to Tippy. It is possible that like Tabba will get 58 stars before Crouton gets 50, before he gets 60.
Whoa!
And the death! Here we go! The tables have turned. They're looking like a repeat of last race, but you know, the other side having these issues.
Yeah, well, Cartoon taking that death exactly where Tabba took his exact same death the last race. So, yeah. One death already up in Tippy for Cartoon.
Oh yeah,
Lakitu missing. I mean, this is almost like mirror from the last race.
Yeah, Tabba died twice on the triple jump wall kick, but also when doing Lakitu bounce, he got the bounce, but then couldn't do the jumps on the slope there. Cartoon had less room to work with, you know, admittedly, but still not able to get it done when he had the chance. Gonna have to do Lakitu bounce a third time, at least, maybe more, or he might just not go for Lakitu bounce this time around.
Well, Tippy is going to be the deciding factor here.
Well, yeah, we're in Tippy.
Yeah, Tippy is really make or break in these races. And Cartoon going for this Lakitu bounce again. Able to get the wall kick, able to get the bounce, and doesn't, unfortunately, get the jump.
And Taba's got the jumps this time. Looking like he put on his Air Jordans or something, but Mario is flying through lack 2 bounce. Actually not doing the wall kicks here. Taba wants to keep it consistent for once. Cartoon, that's a difficult backup. He got the star, but he still needs Cruiser. This is what happened, like you were saying. Taba got all of his other stars before he was able to get Cruiser crossing the rainbow, and this might be the same for Cartoon. Will he go for lack 2 bounce again? I don't see why he wouldn't, because he's gotten the bounce, but he just can't get up to the pole. And Taba missing the tricky triangles wall kick.
Okay, Cartoon.
So he kind of needed that one. Cartoon? Oh, that was so close, but he can get the pole still. Nice job there. Probably don't want to risk it on the rest of the star.
Well, and here's the question. So if he had gotten the lack 2 bounce but missed the pole, what's the backup?
You have to just do the like beginner cruiser strat where you kind of go around where the blue coin switches, do a bunch of wall kicks, long jump over to the cruiser. Oh, Cartoon entered early. Alright, what star will he go for? Probably just... Okay, missing the chip jump wall kick. See, here's the thing that like, I would recommend for both Taba and Cartoon. You can do the chip jump wall kicks in Mario Kart and have like a better angle. Just, like, for Rainbow Ride as well, like when you enter the stage, do a Mario Kart after the lack 2 cam. Taba missing the 5th red in the maze. That one is hard to do optional. You gotta really touch it with your fingertips. And also doing the kind of default ending, so you know, doesn't get any brownie points in my book, but he got it done better than Cartoon.
Yeah, so Taba pick up one more star in Rainbow Ride. See him probably pick up the Toad Star before TTC like he did last race. But Cartoon making his way through 100 coins on TTC was able to manage that sped up version of the clock.
But let's see,
last star.
Our Cartoon got through the beginning, but you can still fall here, and a fall from this height will definitely be a major mistake.
Well, like you were saying before, TTC is basically vertical.
Yeah.
It's all vertical, so I mean, you don't have a whole lot of space, and on top of the fact that the platforms that you do have to work with are very limited.
Yeah. He did make it though, so good on Cartoon with the ending of that star. It's pretty difficult. He had the composure to do an extra kick on the little area where the final box was. And a good end. Alright, Taba's 100 coin might have some time save, but Cartoon wasn't too bad either. Taba looking pretty smooth, other than that ledge grab though. We'll see how he does with this movement. Cartoon actually got a firstie, which is pretty risky. Taba going for the single jump, which is faster than... Oh no, the fire! Alright, maybe he can turn around, but probably not. I think he's toast, yeah.
Yeah. That's really unfortunate.
So he's gonna have to go back up there and see if he can get up to like 87. Okay, see, I wouldn't do this because, I mean, he can jump down. That'll be 87, but like he needs another box, which means he's gonna have to go like all the way over to the left, where the like Hipo is. Yeah, this area. Wow, that's such a crushing time loss for Taba.
That's really unfortunate. You know, after having such a nice up to what 80 coins there, and just I mean that's what we were saying about TTC. It's all vertical. Any point in the movement, especially that movement between 70, 80, and 90, so important. And any miss is just destroys the movement and destroys the cycle.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, taking the burn there. Is able to back it up, but will lose a ton of time.
I think he would have been better off going back up to where he got burned to see if he could pick up like 3 more coins rather than going all the way down there. But, you know, he had to do what he had to do. And it looks like Cartoon is pretty much ready to close out this race.
Yeah, he didn't talk to Toad beforehand, so he'll grab this, go on over and talk to Toad, and he'll make his way up to Bits. Well, as long as Cartoon can have a good ending here, possible 50, high 51 maybe on the table, low 52 for sure though. And oh, Taba!
Wow. I would say like this is low 51, high 52. But yeah, you're right. It takes like about a minute and a half from now, I would say. So looking like a 51,
did you say low 51, high 52?
No, this is gonna be like a 51 something most likely. Like a 51-15.
Okay.
Roughly.
I think you meant a high 51 or a low 50.
Yeah.
Because you said...
But you can't get a 50 anymore.
Yeah. And we'll see Cartoon go left side.
Nice.
There's trouble with these elevators. Taba just not able to get TTC together at all. Looks like he's just gonna meme around. As Cartoon is 3 throws away from taking race number 2. 1 throw away. And Cartoon will get 3 out of 3. And we will have a third race.
Yeah, nice bounce back from Cartoon.
So we'll have a little bit of a break here between races 2 and 3.
I gotta go refill my water anyway.
Yeah. While we have this small break, just as a reminder, we've got Smash and Splash coming up soon. If you type !bracket in chat, a little bit of information about that. Check out !merch in chat as well. We've got a lot of GSA merchandise, some Smash and Splash merch coming out as well, so make sure to check that out. But we'll have Mario Kart Double Dash at Smash and Splash, as well as the 16-star League finisher uppers there as well. I believe that will be in Wisconsin. Get some cheese while you're there. Cheese, speaking of, will also be there. As well as Aki, 16-star, coming all the way from across the other side of the ocean. So make sure to check that out. If you can get over to Smash and Splash, it's going to be a good time. Again, just a small little break between races 2 and 3 before we have our third race. This will be the deciding race between Cartoon and Taba. Now, whoever wins this next race will move on to our finals. This is the semifinals. As a reminder, folks. So this is a very important race. I mean, we've had very few playoff races go to all 3 or all 5 races. So this is hugely important for either Cartoon or Taba. Now, the 70-star playoffs and finals will still be online. They will not be at some special event like The Division 1 70-star was at Pace, and the 16-star will be at Smash and Splash. These the final for the Division 2 will be here on Twitch.
Yep.
So make sure to check the calendar to see when that's going to happen. But we've got a lot. We've got a lot of Super Mario Bros. 3 and a lot of Super Mario Sunshine going on with this 70-star playoffs intermittently thrown around on the calendar. So make sure to check the calendar out, see what times those are at. 10 o'clock tonight, Super Mario Sunshine Oat Flaker versus Feck 8763. So we're not done here tonight after this third race. Make sure to check that out. We've got a full day of Super Mario Sunshine tomorrow as well.
Yeah. That tournament's going on like really fast. Everyone's getting in their matches. There've been some good ones as well. Definitely worth checking out, even if you've never played the game.
Well, from a commentator's perspective, I mean, we've seen so many just amazing races. Paperario, he almost PB'd twice in one day. And his second PB would have been in a race had he not messed up at the end in Corona Mountain and on ground pounds. He got a 1:16.02, which tied his PB from earlier that day. So he was only a couple seconds from a 1:15 and PBing twice in one day. So a lot of exciting stuff in that Super Mario Sunshine tournament. Super Mario Bros. 3, though, as also extremely exciting to watch. We're moving into our matchups. We've moved out of the qualifying races. Now we're in the head-to-head rounds. So make sure to check both of those out. I mean, I know that you might be used to Super Mario 64, but Super Mario Bros. 3, very exciting. Super Mario Sunshine, a little different than Super Mario 64. So make sure to check that out. Brief Maui, thank you so much for the subscription. A little bit of subscription hype in the chat. 10 months with that Twitch Prime.
Amazing. What a legend.
What a legend.
10 months. I'm not sure if we're waiting on anyone. I guess Tabas. He needs to just, I don't know, cool off, but he's back now.
I can see Taba needing a second, to kind of collect himself. I mean, the end of his first race, not great. And then that tilt carried into race number 2, obviously. So Cartoon will want to take that, positivity from race number 2, winning that and carry that into race number 3. And Taba will want to kind of just collect himself, and move on.
Yep.
And we've got a restart here. Race number 3. This will be the decider.
Yeah. For all the marbles. Until the second set. Oh boy. I would be really tired by the end. If I had to play 9 matches, that's never happened, but like if you had, that'd be nuts. Major Foley, there's some sunshine after this. I think that's the only thing left. We usually don't go past like 11 p.m. EST, especially because Cheese is like in Europe and he's like restreaming, so it's like, it's already like 3 a.m. for him.
He's on that Spanish time. And this is and Taba already off to a bad start.
Cartoon's gonna miss. Just kidding. Yeah, I think of Australia. I think Australia has different time zones, but I always think of it as like 14 hours. So I just like add 2 and like flip the AM PM, or just add 14, I guess. Okay. CartoonBuffoon, nice bomb clip. Tabascoth. Okay, we're 6 for 6 on that one at least. Kind of surprising considering all the spaghetti everywhere else. Miss Lactus Skip isn't even too bad, honestly. Tabascoth is definitely capable of making up 8 seconds over about 50 minutes. But we gotta see how Womps is gonna go, because both of them have had mistakes in both races. No one's had a really clean Womps. Best so far is like a 657 from Taba. You know, decent, but nothing remarkable. And I think even with the Miss Lactus Skip, he could beat that time.
I'm gonna take a guess at 2 12.7s here.
12.6 Cartoon. And 12.8 Taba. No.
12.7 from Taba and 12.6 from Cartoon. See if anyone can guess that. Sky with the reverse. Unfortunately, no one getting the guess in chat.
Yep.
But here we go with Womps. And like you were saying, both guys having trouble here. So we'll see, you know, if will this be the decider for how this race goes?
Yeah, we saw Taba's Womps in the last race kind of, you know, get him off to an like not the best start, and then Dark World kind of put him in the hole by about a minute. So maybe a good Womps would have prevented the Dark World death. You never know. But, you know, if Taba can get this 100 coin cycle, that would be a huge confidence boost. And he died instead of kicks. It's just really unforgiving to do the strat like this because you have really no extra time to make the cycle. So he's just, like, really booking it. So you don't want to have to, like, stall too much in the air before you kick. So that's why he ended up missing it. And he also missed the wall kicks. He's got to go back for this red and the blue. Luckily, he didn't fall down, but it's still going to be a bit of an ordeal to come and get them to come and collect them again.
Well, in Cartoon already has taken care of his Owless and taken care of his Cannonless going for that sock folder setup.
Yep.
So, and he'll go for 100 here. You know, he's known for going for that half cycle. So,
yeah. So still gonna be saving like 8 seconds against Taba if he doesn't mess up.
Having trouble with that second jump up there to the second level.
Yep.
Committing to that half cycle. Just narrowly getting it there. Very precise movement on Cartoon side. Taba will go for his Cannonless. Looks good.
All right. You know, Cartoon half cycle is maybe a good strat for him because he hasn't actually made any big mistakes like Taba has. So overall, it's been a net positive compared to the super ambitious 100 coin from Tabascoth.
Yeah, and Taba able to get Cannonless and Owless. And Cartoon with the dive.
That's when you press A and B at the same time rather than separately.
Oh.
You're supposed to kind of dive at the peak of your jump.
And we've got a sink. We've got a sink here.
How we done that? Cartoon kind of letting us down as soon as it began. Well, you know, it was fun while it lasted. I think Cartoon is going to be still about neck and neck at the end of this Womps because of some text here on the Womp King if they don't make any other mistakes. But not the greatest.
Cartoon having some difficulty getting up here. Taba taking on big Womp. Tabo going back in here one last time. Grabbing this star on the top of the tower.
Yeah, looking like another like 7-0x. And Cartoon, probably gonna be about a 7-12. Probably a little bit more than that actually. These actually have pretty much the exact same bomb segment. They're all like 7-15-ish.
Right.
Like all 3 races.
We'll head on back up to Peach just like get those guesses in chat.
I'm gonna say 12-7 for Cartoon and a 12-8 for Taba this time.
I'm gonna say 12-8 for both. Oh no!
It's going to be a 14-1 or 14-4.
Yeah. Wow.
I just have super high slide IQ. Alright, this one's gonna be 12-7. 12-8.
We got one 12-8 at least.
Taba also probably a bit too tilted to lag reduce. You need to press market cam pretty much as soon as you fade out here. So Cartoon, like that, you want to do it so you don't actually catch any of the light.
Oh no!
Taba missed a red.
Yeah, he had that. Oh, he missed 2 reds.
And this is kind of when you start hating your life.
So Cartoon with a big opportunity here. Now, Taba, obviously, he's slowing down big time.
Yeah, also Cartoon has the better ending lined up, so he can probably save some more time here. Just like that. Not too bad from Taba either.
Yeah.
Cartoon's back in the lead.
So we've already traded hands a couple times here. First place.
I was to say the first race was a bit of a stomp for Taba. The second one was a bit of a stomp for Crouton. Maybe this one will be neck and neck.
Well, it was kind of funny. I was thinking when you have the players finish pretty much on the same frame, like what would you do with that?
You have Gothic retime it because Gothic retimes things. that's like actually what he's known for in 2019 is the retiming.
It's just retiming. Oh my gosh, look at this sync. Oh my gosh, just lost the sync, but
I was a bit behind. He almost died there. If you saw, he had to kick. He could have just ledge grabbed, but if you press B and you dive instead of kick, it's, you know, the same position he was in race 2.
Alright, well, Dark World, no deaths.
No deaths.
Gonna take on Bowser.
That's a big throw from Crouton. I wonder if anyone has, like, tricked their way off of the stage while, you know, dancing after throwing Bowser into a bomb. You know, doing a side flip and all this stuff. Just don't know where they're going. Probably not, but, you know, probably like a
trying to beam around and actually die.
Yeah, so Cartoon's like 5 seconds ahead. Looking like
oh
maybe
man,
3
with that
seconds.
bonk, though.
Alright, 2 seconds. 1-0, Taba in the lead. Just kidding. Maybe if Taba was on VC. VC saves an ungodly amount of unloading time. See, Cartoon kicks all the way up to the hill. Taba goes like just the right amount. So like you'll see pretty decent flying. Not the greatest, but missing the box. So probably a wash for both sides here. Getting about the same time.
We'll make our way over to CCM.
Interesting camera for Taba on the castle movement. I don't know if that's just to set up a notch or like to reduce lag. Probably a notch.
We'll see Cartoon go for wall kicks. Will work. Taba falling closely behind.
Yep.
Those wall kicks will work for both these guys.
1 for 3.
A little bit of penguin racing. Taba might save a little bit of time here off Cartoon. Maybe half a second.
Just talking with my dad. He went to bed.
Good night, Dad.
Yep. Alright. Both of them doing the slide right now. Yeah, just telling Simply that you know, I really enjoyed playing marbles on the stream with him, and that like next time can I be in his hit single on SoundCloud? Hey, Penguin Race, everybody's favorite star. You know, when I said that, I got reminded of Triforce TK. You know, great Mario player, by the way, and great guy. He has a sublert. That's him saying this really like irritating song where it's like, "Welcome to the Shark Tank," and then I was saying like, "Welcome like the penguin something or other," because like I guess it would be a tank as well.
Right.
But like this is a bit of a Monka S. And neither of them have gotten the safety red, so there's only one coin you can miss. Which means that, like, if Cartoon misses another coin, like in Race 1, well, he died in Race 1, but, like, it could spell trouble. And the Penguin almost knocked him away, you saw that there. He was going side by side, had to kind of, like, elbow in to grab those couple coins. And that almost could have ended his entire run. But luckily, both careers still afloat. We're all good.
We'll see if Taba saves some time here with that different movement over Cartoon. But that Penguin takes the same amount of time, so it doesn't matter too much.
Like that's what I would say, because like you have to wait for the Penguin to talk to you anyways, so I don't know why it would be quicker to turn around on the slide, but maybe it's something I'm not aware of.
Again, I think it's just, from what I've seen, it looks like it's just positioning, making that easier to just go back, grab it, come on back down.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll move into Big Boo's Haunt.
Alright, we'll see. Taba probably saved like a good half second on this Boo movement. Although, like, for some reason, I'm like not very consistent at it, and I don't know why, even though I watched Taba do it a bunch. I don't know, like, how he gets it 100% of the time. The Boo sometimes doesn't want to track me. Oh well, that's for another day. But cool movement from Taba nonetheless. Alright, Boo kill time. Ooh, when you ground pound a frame too early, Mario doesn't have time to turn. So you're gonna hit the Boo straight back instead of actually to the side where you want him to be. Where he was like kind of nudged into the side of the house on the roof. So Taba losing a bit of time there. Cartoon missing the wall kick. Gonna be losing like 3 or so seconds maybe. Getting up here to the Boo fight. But you know, Taba lost a bit more, so I think Cartoon's still secure in his lead.
Yeah, Cartoon getting a little bit better of a Boo fight there. We'll probably get a better star grab just because of movement. And Taba coming over, grabbing this star behind the bookcase pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
And Taba just slightly behind Cartoon.
Yeah, but these are both okay runs, not amazing, but pretty good. And it's time for Shifting Sandland. where Taba's had a lot of trouble. Cartoon's had some, but has been generally a little bit better off. But it's all about grabbing that big bomb to do plus. And we're gonna see if both these runners can get that one for the, I mean, ideally first try, but just to be able to get it without losing too much time before then is what they're really looking to achieve here. Alright, so Cartoon entering at 17:11, Taba gonna be like 7 seconds behind. 8. Oh, dive into the bomb. He can still make it happen if, nope, okay.
Oh no.
Gonna have to do a backup. Probably can't do Talons though because he took too long to get here. So just gonna be starting atop the pyramid. Maybe he could have gotten Talons. Who knows? But Taba, he's got the big bomb.
As long as he gets a good clip in, which he will. Yep. So Taba saving a bit of time off of Cartoon.
Yeah, really great stuff here. Cartoon still got to get it done. And a medium bomb, he's going to commit anyway. He got medium bomb plus the first time. We'll see if he can get it this time around as well. These extra ground pounds are not going to work out. A fall in the sand. And that's going to be another 20 so seconds for Tabascoth here in game 3. It's all on the line for Cartoon, but he just can't seem to make it click. And it's a really tight input to grab with a big bomb anyway. That's why SSL is never 100% consistent. And even so, getting medium bombs like this is so crushing. Cartoon's all out of options pretty much. Got to go for Talons. And he's got to just find a way to get... He's got to find a way to overcome this, whether that means take the shell or just like wait on the bomb grab and just kind of bide your time, I guess. It's not going too great. Thank you for the sub, by the way, Steve. For 11 months. Pepe Stiv in the chat. I don't think there is a Pepe Stiv on here. But we have plenty of other great Pepes. I don't know. Let's give like a peepo hug for Steve.
Oh no, Cartoon!
No!
Just having such issues with this plus, taking another death. So just falling further behind Taba, who is now in lethal lava land, took care of Reds. Gets a big bomb.
Is that a big bomb? I don't...
Oh my...
Oh no! The same thing happened to Taba!
Another death!
And this is like even worse than what happened to Taba.
This is Mario meltdown. Just a complete Mario meltdown here with pluses.
There's just nothing for him to find here. Just medium bombs and death. Okay, big bomb. Hello.
That's for sure.
Breath of fresh air maybe, but like, can he get these ground pounds and the double jump? Okay, yes.
He gets the double jump.
Finally in there. But the cost might have been a bit too great. I can definitely say he lost a minute in SSL. Probably a minute 20. It was a really rough stage. Alright, Taba, can you get a cure boost in the ending? Yes, so kind of flipping the tables once again. Cartoon can't get out of SSL, and Taba able to overcome Lava Boost, so really good stuff there. And I think he might have found his footing. Don't want to speak too soon, but maybe he's got what he needs to take down Cartoon.
Well, Cartoon, a full 3 deaths behind. I mean,
yeah.
in 2 stars behind as well. You know, and we see Taba taking care of this elevator tour. Pretty nice. Cartoon taking care of these Reds.
Steven Jogi getting triggered over Taba's poverty lava boost. This is just so funny to me.
Listen, whatever wins you a race, you know. Taba taking care of this bully. Has 4 more bullies to take care of. And he'll make his way over to DDD.
Alright, last star in Lethal Lava Land for Taba. And Cartoon looking about a minute behind, maybe a little bit more. Just a really rough SSL, because you remember they were pretty much tied out of CCM.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no! And Cartoon taking another death here.
I hate that death.
And downstairs, I mean, that's just... he was trying to get back up on the elevator there, was just below it, and unfortunately you can't do a ledge grab while you're burning like that. Gonna have to redo elevator 2, or fortunately,
yeah,
it throws you right back into the volcano, but just costly time yet again. Get some GSA hands in chat. And Taba moving on with these chests here.
Yep. You know, Joey probably gets triggered by any chests that aren't like at least a 30.5 or better. Just because the AUM strong. Steve too, Jogi says. Everyone, you know, super elitist in SM64, of course. It's all good.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't see Taba's lag reduction. Was it like... I'm assuming like for the Vortex, but I'll have to go back and watch it. Because Taba is pretty much like the treasure trove of like random optimizations and lag reductions. And Cartoon slipping up on the ending. Finally done with Lethal Lava Land, but you know what? It was not the greatest either. Not as bad as SSL. As SSL rather, but kind of scuffed. And he still got a lot of time to save.
Oh no, and Taba going for this front right sub, was able to do it. Didn't get a good angle. He's gonna go with this left sub. Having problems with it though now. Oh, and he slips off there the second try. Third try.
Oh!
And this is...
Come on, Taba. You can do it.
There you go.
Not saving any time there.
Yeah,
Not
unfortunately, losing a bit of time there. Cartoon will be going for that back sub, so as long as he can do back sub well, he'll save a little bit of time there off Taba. Just taking a little too much time with that front sub.
Alright, Manta for Taba. You know, luckily no one's gotten Manted yet. Taba, smooth swimming. Cartoon, nice chest. It's a good lag reduction. Can be pretty close to the star when it spawns. Good stuff.
Yep, and then, so Taba done with Triple D. Move into Fire C.
Alright, looking to go for that Lava Beast. You know, Creator just goes for the standard early cycle. Taba low pull grab, but he can still make it. Part of the benefit of this arc strat. But,
yeah,
you know, he's gonna be... Well, actually, he did the double walking, which is a little bit faster than the Lava Boost, and that's a nice setup to the pull. He's definitely going to be on pace for it now. The first Lava Boost potentially of the series. Tabascoth here with the long jump really early.
Yeah. That Lava Boost was pretty free.
Right,
this Fire Steed looking really nice so far.
Rolling out over the 7th red. And this is very solid. Tabascoth putting on a show here. For once, a great Fire Steed. You know, what we expect out of a semifinal for sure. And it's great to see it happen come to life. And Cartoon, no time save there at all, which is a pretty common culprit when you need some. There's none to be had. Oh, he's almost... These are weird mantas. Like, I noticed in the last race, Cartoon approached the first ring from, like, a very, like, sharp angle, which meant, like, he had to really steer for the rest of them. But, like, he's barely gotten these both times.
Ooh, Taba with the quarter throw.
Yeah, the 3/4 throw from Taba, you know, it's... It's not much faster, if at all, but it might be better just for... I don't even know, just the feel of it.
Swag. Cartoon working on his Fire Sea Red. Making his way up.
So good for what he wants to accomplish here. Gonna have to get around that bully, but getting it done. Also having to avoid the trap that is those platforms. You will be instantly killed. You're under those.
Gets the early Ellies.
Yep.
Something that we haven't seen yet. Cartoon side.
Alright, really good for Cartoon. That's pretty rare. 2 good piracies is not that common, especially for D2.
Well, it's just Fire Sea is just so difficult. You know, these guys make it look easy, but that movement is, and knowing what camera angles you need at different parts is just so critical. And Taba able to get that. Oh, taking a little bit of damage there from the Skeeter.
Nice box kick recovery, though. I'm surprised he's able to get the double. But he should be able to get all 15 coins, so another win for Taba. And great RNG
nice
once
Skeeter
again.
RNG, yeah, very nice. Really nice movement with that Skeeter and those blue coins from Taba. Cartoon taking care of Fire Sea Bowser will follow Taba into Wet Dry World.
This is like an Aqua level Wet Dry World with secrets. Like, this is really good so far. Other than getting hit by the Skeeter, of course. The rest has been good.
Well, and getting hit by the Skeeter wasn't too bad anyway. It only wasted maybe a second. He was able to recover from it pretty easily, and he was able to pick up that that one coin that kind of got away from him on his way to blue coins.
Nice Chuckyard RNG. Really sick 100 coin from Taba. And Cartoon
Very nice.
might be able to match it, but he jumped over a coin. He might want to go back for that. Nope. He could have, but he's going to let that one slide. And not getting over the ledge.
Just a
It's
bomb.
kind of tight because you can make it up with a single jump, but only if you have enough forward speed. So it's like, you have to do it like out of like dive momentum pretty much. So like, since he waited, he couldn't make it up with a jump or a jump dive. So just kind of annoying there. Let's hit that specific height.
The Cartoon getting not as good of RNG from that Skeeter up by the blue coins. A little bit weird movement just up against the walls there as he was running around for that circled coins.
Yep. Decent movement to get to the last secret here. The ending can also be a pretty big time loss. You got to get all these coins from the Chucky when you're at 90. Want to turn him a little bit. Good choice from Crouton. And yeah, solid enough, I would say. Not falling down, having to do the backup.
Yeah, Taba able to get this one up top. Make his way over to THI. THI wreaking havoc. A little bit of havoc, not too much.
Yeah.
With these secrets.
There's only 3 stars, but you know, for only 3 stars, they've been doing a good bit of damage. Alright, going for Mountain Clip first.
Yeah, not going for the secrets first.
Alright. I wasn't too confident about that setup, and he's not going to be saving that little bit of time. But, you know, I'm just glad he didn't fall all the way off the mountain.
Yeah, just a little bit of a weird angle, able to save it though.
Alright, Cartoon. Still moving in Web Dry World, kind of working these stars. They're not too difficult without the triple jump wall kick. But, you know, they're pretty cool nonetheless, and I think they're just kind of more fun without it, to be honest.
Right. Very nice secrets from Taba. Let's see him finish it up.
Alright.
No ledge grab.
Pretty good. the last star for Cartoon. The upstairs stages are like really, at least what Jarvan and THI are really good for the menu glitch that Cartoon does, because you can pretty much end on star 1 with shocking airlifts and pluck the piranha flower, which Tab is doing, and let you hold left for all the other stars. Alright, Taba wrapping it up. This is 49 pace, I think. Maybe not like insane 49 pace, but like good enough.
Well, he's been playing really clean here upstairs. Not many mistakes, maybe a couple minor ones here and there, but compared to his downstairs, this is almost like the complete opposite of his first race, where he was making like no mistakes downstairs, and then came upstairs and made several mistakes, to where at the beginning of the race he was making a ton of mistakes. Now he's playing extremely cleanly.
Yeah, like, we'll see if he can hold it through TTM, but so far, all signs are looking good. He's got the green light.
Oh no! And it just so close to finishing that up.
Yeah, the firstie.
Well, and he didn't have any trouble with that that log kick and getting up this slope here. Just a firstie, as you said.
So that's just kind of an unfortunate mistake. Not really his fault that much. Like, obviously you could have skipped the second wall kick, but getting a firstie on accident isn't really something that you criticize as a gameplay thing. That's just of improper, like, just human error in mechanics. So, can't be perfect.
Well, and what we mean, in case you don't know what a firstie is, what we're saying is you've got a couple different frames to work with a wall kick. I believe that there are 5 frames that you get. The first frame is the biggest wall kick, and then the 5th frame is the smallest wall kick. You don't want that first frame, which is what a firstie is, on certain movements, just because it throws you out a little bit too far, and you're not able to get back. So Owless would be an instance where you don't want a firstie.
Exactly. Alright, Tabascoth, red coins, not dying on the scary shrooms.
Wow, really nice red coins there.
And the red coins take care of themselves. And a bit of sync here, but different mushrooms.
Yeah, a little bit of a fake sync here.
Cartoon taking it safe on the mushrooms. Oh, but sliding on the slope there, you actually have to kind of long jump into a little groove there. To
he missed it.
Yeah, he can come back from this. Not a terrible backup by any stretch. And miss breezes from Taba. Have we seen Cartoon do breezes in this race yet? Because if not, he's probably gonna nail it first try like usual. Yeah, slide has to have the R to be slider. Cartoon missed breezes, but he got the backup. Let's see Taba's Snowman's head going for the ambitious triple jump up to the 2nd level, and getting the rollout is fantastic. Just kind of flying right now. It seems like he's finally found the solid footing that a player as good as he is can rely on, I guess.
Well, like I said, we're seeing kind of the opposite of that first race. You know, mistakes here were made in the first floor, whereas now he's playing this upstairs really nice. Now we'll see.
Like,
Yeah.
sorry to cut you off, but like the way he backed up that star is nothing like how he reacted to when he messed it up in the last race, where he like rage paused for like 20 minutes and then got deep freeze. He just went right back in another triple jump and did the star. Like,
No.
kind of springy, he bounces back.
Well, and that's exactly what it is. I mean, we're seeing a different, seeing a different kind of mentality from Taba. You know, not nearly as many rage pauses. And even if he does make a mistake, we're not seeing those rage pauses that we were saying before. And I mean, I can't tell you how much those rage pauses frustrate me as a commentator, just because it's so unnecessary. And it's nice to see that Taba is able to kind of get past that now.
Alright, Cartoon, let's see if he can take care of Snowman's head. I think this is definitely the hardest star in the stage, and probably one of like the 10 or so hardest in the run, not counting like Bowser stages or 100 coins. Lunar's favorite star, I'm sure. I remember Tabascoth saying once that it might be like a frame faster to go to the other door when you exit course. Apparently he decided it wasn't worth it. But I just remember that's like something Taba legitimately looks at, because he's a scientist.
Just examines every little aspect.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll see Taba grab Nips, talk to Todd, make his way into HMC.
Alright. Lunar J Todd, bring him out.
And Taba, see where he goes for first. We'll go up top, go for this triple jump. Off the box, gets it. Nice fall as well, nice little dive. Cartoon doing a nice job with SL thus far.
Yep. Like, I think they're both playing the best they've played so far. I know Cartoon's had some really bad mistakes in SSL in particular, but the overall level of gameplay has been pretty much on par with race number 2.
Well, they seem to have found a groove, and I think that I don't know. I don't know how much they've been practicing 70 Star in particular, or if they've been practicing at all. But it seems to be that they've kind of warmed up here and gotten into this nice little rhythm. I know a lot of Super Mario 64 speedrunners have been playing a lot of randomizer, so don't know if that's taking effect here.
I don't think that's anything either of them have played that much, but who knows? Maybe offspring. Alright, last star, and then it's down to Tippy. Taba's like on realistic PB pace still. His PB is 49.58. I'm last aware.
Yeah, 49.58 on the leaderboards as his PB.
I mean, he'd have to have a really good Tippy, but it is possible. And I'm trying to think, like, where he might have made big mistakes. I can't really remember anything that was, like, huge, like 30 seconds. I don't know.
Well,
it's been pretty solid overall in upstairs.
Tippy has been the decider to
a
degree here in these races, make or break. And Taba taking 4 deaths in that first race, and also having problems in that second race. So we'll see what Tippy does as Taba makes his way through that 50-star door. And he'll go into Rainbow Ride and take a bonk right off the bat.
His enemy's not even giving him the chance to, land a couple hits before he's already under pressure. Getting a bonk before ending the stage is not a great start. but the first try lack 2 bounce would do a lot for his confidence though, and he's got the bounce. It looks really consistent too.
There we go.
I really like the strategy. And the glitchy double jump running over the edge, he's confident too. And also going for that weird camera. Wow, those kicks.
Oh no! Oh, very narrowly. Wow, what a save!
I think he knew the carpet was there, but that's still really scary. And I think he will just kind of do it safe. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to say no more PB, but still, you just want to get that star done, right? Because he had to do all the stars as backups before he got Cruiser. So, like, just being able to get it done first and not have to worry about it is huge.
That was a big save too. I mean, whether he knew that carpet was there or not, he probably knew that carpet was there. Regardless, that was an epic save.
Alright, nice. Oh, okay, nice triangles. If he had like rolled out off the edge, I probably would have lost it. Not gonna lie. But he's got the 2 stars down. I'd say like the risk of like big deaths is probably gone. I would say like it's unlikely you lose a whole lot of time, but you know Reds is tough. If this isn't a 21, I'll be kind of disappointed. Just kidding. Taba might have to. Okay, he can do a long jump from here and wall kick. Okay, do a long jump from here and wall kick. And Cartoon's got lack 2 bounce in the meantime, so good stuff from him. Grabbing the pole takes a while apparently. When you grab it from the bottom, you have to spam B, and a missed 5th red coin. Or, well, he missed the dive, like the belly slide.
Yeah, that glitchy wall, pole grab can be really tricky. It can take some time to latch on, if you will.
Yep.
But Taba not having any problems so far. Grab one more star out of Rainbow Ride. Swinging this breeze.
Alright, Cartoon's Red's looking a little bit better. He's not even going for the belly slide. Okay. That's probably like a low... Well, no, I actually messed up in the beginning. It's like a high 23, I would say. Which doesn't really make any sense without context, but that's okay. Not great, but not bad. Tabascoth Toad early. Cartoon probably gonna leave that one for after, like usual.
I was gonna say, what's the difference in philosophy as far as the Toad Star early or taking the Toad Star late?
Toad Star late is a little bit faster, but you also Cartoon's angle is really scuffed. Okay, that was scary. Toad late is a little bit faster, but you have to have good movement to the 70-star door, which most people don't, like me. But Toad early is a bit slower because you have to wait for the cycle to enter TikTok clock. Whereas if you go in the TDC directly, it's like right at the point where time stop is if you do good movement. So it works a little bit better. This is a good 100 coin from Taba though. This is crucial. Might give him the W.
Oh, and Cartoon!
That's
just
not good.
Short of that swinging pendulum. Taking a death. Taba taking a small bonk there between 70 and 80 coins. Getting 90. Cartoon's gonna have to restart swinging in the breeze.
Alright, he's got it second try, but, you know, as stars in Rainbow Ride go, that's about the easiest one, so sucks to die there.
Well, and that was a terrible place to take a death, especially. That was the end of the movement. You just needed one jump and then a dive and had the star, essentially, and he took a death right before both of those movements. So that was a pretty bad place to take a death. Taba, though. Oh, cheeky ledge grab. And Cartoon! Man, this Tippy is just wrecking Cartoon right now.
Yeah, everyone's gotten a bit slapped around. Alright, Taba's still got pendulums and get a hand. So, oh, how did that happen? He got kind of a ledge grind on one of the spinning pistons. so he's gonna have to go do this backup movement. Can be tough. Kind of navigating these cycles though, and avoiding the flames. So pretty good backup from Taba. And you know, away from the pendulum too. So about as good as you could have hoped with that mistake.
Certainly. And Cartoon cleaning up this 100 coins here in TTC.
No invisible. Okay. And he's done.
And
Just about. The ending movement can actually hurt you. And another missed triple jump wall kick from Taba. And oh, it's looking so sketchy. Jump!
whoa! Wow. Really nice movement. Nice saves there from
You're
Taba.
gonna have to do a long jump for get a hand here. Okay. Oh, that was actually like the best long jump you could have done. Like right into the star and frame perfect ground pound. Anyway, one more star, and I think it's red coins. No, he's got two more. Red coins and moving bars because he got Toad first. Oh, he's got to wait the whole clock cycle again. Luckily, doing camera change instead of rage pausing. So, the clock
That's nice to see.
Advances a little bit.
Well, especially in that situation, if you pause, you're just going to take longer for that hand. Nice movement so far. One missed wall kick, but nothing too terrible.
Yeah. Cartoon here coming up to another triple jump wall kick star. Pendulums? Okay, he's got get a hand already, so kind of out of order here. 66 stars. Taba going in for 70 though. Looks like he might be able to take the W and the hard-fought set 1 win in this semifinal.
Man, this was just a very interesting set. This whole match was just so crazy, you know. Race number 1, Taba took it, but it's just not a great upstairs at all. And then race number 2, Taba just falling apart completely. But this third race, Taba able to collect himself, get himself together. Now he's just bits away from taking this first set. And this is set number 1. They do have a possibility of 2 other sets in these semifinals. So these guys will play at least 2 more times. Oh, and Taba!
Super aggro wall kick there. It didn't work out. I don't know why he really attempted it. He wanted to get a 50, I guess, but not really gonna happen anymore. Probably I would just take it slow if you're in the lead. But you know what? It's never over till it's over. And like, when 2 runners are in sky, anything goes. And Taba with another death, rage pausing a bit. Cartoon, remember, he's got Toad's last star. This could still swing in his favor. I would say Taba should just, play really comfy.
And we'll just go all the way around. Nope, he'll go for it, and that'll be fine.
At least he did it nice and safe.
Took his time.
He for that one, but he's actually losing a couple cycles here.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that elevator, but we'll get that triple jump up the ramp there.
Looks like he's gonna go for some stall kicks. Definitely the right call.
Yeah, just more consistent. Especially if you're having.
Grab, though. So
yeah.
You have to do the 120 star movement.
And Cartoon coming up behind him here. This will be close.
Alright, avoiding that Goomba. If he had fallen there, I would have lost it.
Yeah.
Because people have done that. I think Cheese even did that.
Yeah, Cheese did do that during the 16-star race match between him and D whatever.
Alright, spin around. First throw right on the mark for Tabascoth. He's been pretty good in throws, actually. Throw number 2. Good again, I think. Oh, it barely
just
got
barely.
And for the win.
Side.
No. Okay,
Oh, that
Cartoon's coming up. Wow, how did Cartoon make the cycle there? That was nuts. I thought he was gonna fall for sure.
Taba just has one
And
more,
the
and he
last
will
throw.
get it.
Taba bringing it home for the boys in Austria. But you know what? First semifinal set is in his favor, but it's not over. It's gonna be another game sometime soon. I don't know when. Cartoon has a chance to get his revenge, but a 52.09, and Cartoon also looking to get a 52. So the closest race we've had, the closest race of this set, and Cartoon, nice throws as well. Going to close out about 30 seconds behind Taba for some, I don't know. That was a very back and forth set, but overall, I think both runners really gave it their all.
Yep.
And I think, probably a well-earned but hard-fought W for Tabascoth.
Unfortunately, we do not have time for interviews. We do have to go straight into our last race of the day, Super Mario Sunshine Oat Flaker versus Feck. So thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for participating, chatting with us. Badronis,
Yep.
thank you so much for commentating with me. It's always a pleasure.
Peace.
Take it easy, guys.